There you go. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are trying cricket cookies.
You said just.
We have 3 flavors: chocolate chip, chocolate cardamom, and orange ginger.
I'm gonna try a chocolate.
That's racist.
Cardamom.
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay, and on top of
If
that,
I'm gonna eat anything, it's gonna be the one with the
one of our members has never seen the 8-bit D&D skit, so we're gonna show it to her right now. And if you've never seen it,
Oh, this one. Okay,
if you
That
post a
is hard
comment
on me.
that says what the hell is that, I'll post it in the description somewhere or tag your comment.
Put a link in the box.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the box if someone actually.
How about you and me split it? Yeah.
If not, it's not
Okay.
hard to find. This is an ancient.
smells
You don't want to
good.
be all in right now.
I think it started as an
Maybe.
audio thing that everybody just...
Yeah, it's originally not a audio clip. There it was actually
I have a moral dilemma.
There's a couple of broken ones in here already. I can
Here.
that are slightly more halfsies.
Perfect.
There we
shittiest
go.
communion
Put that
of all
one back.
time. That priest doesn't give a fuck. It's just like, whatever.
That was like a moral dilemma. Do I give her the big half?
Just open them out. I'm gonna dump the crumbs in.
Does cricket Jesus be like?
No, it tastes like a cookie.
Right?
Okay.
It's got.
The first one at the top is it, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one then.
Ton of cardamom,
Okay.
which is delicious.
That's mostly what I taste.
Yeah, but there's this really weird, like, stale, nice, crispy crunch in my
Pause.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a texture more than a taste.
Time for games.
So that happens every night or every Sunday. Because we're awesome like that.
Time for Sailor Moon, guys.
That's not licensed. We don't own that.
No.
It just happened. Okay.
Did you
And
see
we
that
don't
they
own this
approved?
either. Okay.
Did you see that they approved season 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's pretty.
There's a girl on DeviantArt that does them all, and she'll make like your custom.
It's mostly okay.
Yeah,
Just take
it's
a
not
picture?
bad. It's just
God
not
damn it.
great.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to try the orange ginger one.
It's the only one that's not been open yet.
No.
All right, Megan. All right,
Yes,
so Megan's going to be inducted into this right now.
We're doing it live, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've never seen it either, so I don't know why you keep...
Very good. Low volume.
Like it or not, are attracted in their weaker years to the occult, and a game like D&D fuels their imagination and makes them feel special, while drawing them deeper and deeper into the bowels of El Diablo. This afternoon, the Dead Ale Wives Watchtower invites you
It's
to
actually the
stand on
Diablo
an action
phase from the
gaming
game.
session.
Funny.
Observe the previously unobservable as a hidden camera
just
takes
more
you
hard
to
to
the
watch
inner
than
sanctum of
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You know, Amanda still won't tell her mom that we play D&D because she thinks this.
Mm-hmm.
You
Just
enter
stand.
the door to the north. You are now by yourself, standing in a dark room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from
This
the
came up
left
because I was yelling
wall.
about where's Mountain Dew a moment ago.
Right next to you. I cast a spell. It's rich. Duh. I want to cast a spell. Yes, you can have a Mountain Dew. Just go get it. I can cast any of these, right? On the list? Yes, any of the first level ones. I'm going to get a soda. Anyone want
I love this video.
one? What
Yep.
room? I want to cast Magic Missile. Where is casting all these spells from? He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile. Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Hell yeah.
Fine. You attack the darkness. There's an elf in front of you. Whoa, that's me, right?
Why didn't
He's wearing a brown tunic, and he has gray hair and blue eyes. No, I don't. I have gray eyes. Let me see. Well, it says I have blue, but I decided I wanted gray eyes. Whatever. Okay.
Decided that one gray eyes.
Hello.
First
I'm
awkward.
Gallstaff, sorcerer of light. Then how come you hadn't cast magic missile?
One in the kitchen still laughing.
Yep.
No, by the tavern. I get trapped. 7 oldies surrounding you. How can they surround us? I had one Titan's magical watchdog cast. No, you didn't. I'm getting trapped. Are there any girls there? You asked me if I wanted any equipment before this adventure, and I said no. But I need material components for all my spells. So I cast Mordenkainen's faithful watchdog. But you never actually cast it. Roll the dice to see if I'm getting drunk.
Priorities.
Are there any girls there? Yeah, I did though. I completely said me. You didn't actually say that you were casting the spell, so now there's ogres, okay? Ogres? Man, I got an ogre slave! I already have a +9 against ogres! There, you're getting drunk! If there's any girls there,
I want to do them. There we go.
And this is where we get all those same 5 jokes
This
from.
is every D&D.
The opposed, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, these are the mysterious things.
I feel like half of my
Dude, Jaren
Ryan.
was playing like D&D over Skype with his buddies, and it was still like this because one of them would be like away from their microphone, just like shouting.
Hey, the girls there. Roll to see if I get drunk.
Yes.
The sequel, someone brings their girlfriend. It's pretty ridiculous. It's not as good, but you're still like, oh my god.
That's where's the Mountain Dew?
I feel that this is a more faithful recreation of a game than the Angry Gazebo, but the Angry Gazebo is still pretty good. I'm sorry, I called you a thing.
There is no secret at this table that I read yaoi. But don't call with not.
You're the only one who hasn't done it yet.
Yes.
Give me the ginger because it doesn't have a soul.
One of us.
Okay.
Well, no one gagged on it yet, but I guess no one tried the chocolate one.
Oh.
No, well, we didn't try. We tried the. Oh, I get it.
That's why it's
do it
Big
right.
dicks.
What is this?
Oh, which is
What is
I
this
broke
organ
it.
coming out of your phone, bro?
Okay, so when I had to update my phone,
Oh, here's the story.
it fucked up all of my ringtones
It
that I had
sounds
set.
almost like the sad,
And so-
the sad tone from
All
Preston,
the
right?
all the
It's like-
tones on my phone are now from Sailor Moon cutscenes, so it's all Sailor Moon. Anyway, when I updated the Android on my phone, it messed up all of my alert sounds, and so I would be standing still, and then my phone would suddenly start playing Bollywood music, and I'm like,
Amanda?
why is it playing Bollywood? And I would pick it up, and like I would open it, and there would be no media players on. Like, it was just playing this song, and it would play at, like, random times in the day, and I started freaking out that my phone was possessed. And then I realized later that for some reason, it connected that song, which I don't have a ringtone of, by the way, to my Facebook alerts. So every time someone I have on Facebook alert posts something on Facebook, it would start playing this song. So I found that out, so I had to spend, like, 2 to 3 hours rearranging all of my alert tones again.
Jesus.
So I was like, while I'm in there rearranging everything, might as well make a bunch of fucking new ones and make it all match. So all of the tones that my phone plays now are background musics or cutscenes or
Right.
commercial breaks for Sailor Moon.
Cool. So how did they make you feel? Be honest.
I'm surprised it's not more protein, considering it's bug.
Yeah.
Oh, eggs is the main ingredient.
See, the possession
What
angle
kind
would
of
have
eggs?
been more
Oh, no, I'm
entertaining
kidding.
because I was like,
Got it.
you're haunted by a middle-aged Indian man with a mustache.
Singing a love song. Well, no, Shaduk Khan doesn't have a mustache, but he's got really great hair.
They all do.
Yes. He has the best hairs. All the hairs.
I guess 10% protein is pretty good. I mean, 5 grams of protein is a good chunk. Oh, okay. Considering the
Yeah, for pastries.
those pasta.
I need to go to the ballroom and get more points.
Right.
But that's if I eat 3 of these.
Right.
That's okay. I'm
Which
checking
you
my
may
cats. So
Byron never tires of
I
watching
ate 2
these, so it's
already.
okay.
I feel better eating
They're
these than
there.
gluten.
Well, they're okay.
Is that what you like?
No.
Oh.
They don't make yaoi dating sims.
Why
That sounds
not?
dumb. I
Because,
don't believe you.
because weirdly enough, as much as you see gay people in anime, Japan really isn't on that board.
it's like it's a fetish type.
That
Sugar
just means
cover.
I need to
Yeah.
make one. Okay.
It's they're still not
like
okay with that.
character design.
I would love to help with character design.
Yes.
Oh, currently we're watching Basketball Homos, and it's fucking great.
What's the actual title?
That's what it should
Wait,
be because
wait,
it tells
wait.
me every day
Yeah.
in one sentence.
Basketball
The main
Homos.
character's name is Black Kid. Kuroko. Kuroko
He's not
translates to
actually
kid.
black.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
he's the.
But he plays basketball, so
Yeah,
that
that
makes
makes
him
him
This
black.
is Japan, so that wouldn't have surprised me.
But the
Yeah.
problem is he's really shit at it.
Oh. That means he should have been white.
It's called
Wow.
Kuroko's Basketball. Like that's the name of the show, but it's basketball homelism. It's great. It's fucking great.
That's a better title.
I think
You know
basketball
exactly
homelism
what
way
you're
better.
getting going into it.
Yeah, I'm into it just from hearing the title.
Oh, and it's really funny because like not even half of the beginning, like the intro song played, and then it's like, "That's your favorite character, Lisa," and I'm like, "How do you?" Oh, it is. You're right.
Never mind.
You're right. And so yeah. And then like he actually got on screen, and I was like, I love him. He's such an asshole, and he eats so much McDonald's.
Oh, because he's black.
No, he's not. But
Isn't that fried
he's
chicken and
Japanese,
watermelon?
but he went to America to study
Did
basketball.
you miss that racism
And then
in
came
Japan?
back-
You can
Yeah.
just study basketball in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, totally, because that's where basketball was
All the
invented.
white
So.
old dudes who coach study basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
They probably eat McDonald's.
So yeah, he eats like a tray full of like cheeseburgers from McDonald's like every day.
Oh, he's like
Back when they used to
Sure
be
he's
40
not.
back when they used to be
Like
49
Jughead
cents for a
from
burger.
Argentina.
Limit 12. That's when you go inside and send someone through the drive-thru, so you get 24 fucking burgers for like $12. Yes.
I've never had
That's so
such-
much burger. I don't even
You
know.
never? Oh, see, John knows. John knows.
I never
Remember that?
did that, but I remember that was a thing.
Oh, we did it. Oh, I ate like 7 of those.
They had those super cheap like cheeseburgers at some point. It was
They
like,
were
oh,
39 cents for the regular burger and 49 for the cheese.
Yep. Just like
I remember that.
Oh,
yeah, you go to drive through and it's like
She's getting a food on right now.
20
Just think about it.
cheeseburgers.
Well, it's
You can't even save it straight once he starts moaning.
Yes.
So good.
Oh, God.
Can't help your
like
bromance.
getting tacos at
Jack in the Box. Yeah,
Yeah.
But you expect those to be terrible, whereas the McDonald's burgers, you're like, normally you get a double for $1, and you're like, this has some level of quality. It's not good, but it's not.
Yeah.
Not.
I
don't know,
love Jack in the Box tacos.
I feel like Jack in the Box tacos have a lower grade of quality, but a higher
Bring the
Satisfaction.
something-
Yeah.
something there. I don't know. Yeah.
Something
Yep.
there that wasn't there
Whereas
before.
the mini burgers, or just the burgers,
Mhm.
those actually were sort of on that level,
Yeah.
and it was a rare thing to get them.
Oh yeah, I mean it was like it was flat as shit. Like you unwrap it out of the paper and it's like it's about.
Oh,
that
I
paper
remember
thin.
that about McDonald's
It's like
hamburgers.
they sit on those. I don't care. It
No,
cost
it's
me
because they stack 'em.
cents.
You know, like an hour or two before that thing starts, it's like Frappuccino happy hour. They're doing as
Especially,
much
yeah.
as you can, and with those burgers, you can just make them and leave them
Yeah.
under the heat lamp because you're going to be out of them in 20 minutes. And so you just keep making them.
I know because it was.
Because I'm going to keep eating them.
We were in that drive-through and there was like a lot of people behind us, and I was like,
People jumping out
I'm
of
sure
cars,
there's
yeah.
a lot of teenagers like us in those cars, loading up on burgers. You guys remember that very misguided time when McDonald's tried to do pizza?
No.
No, I think that's a Canada thing.
Mhm.
John, you're old. We don't remember.
I
that.
do remember seeing
old and
pizza at
good.
McDonald's one of the times I was in Canada and thinking it was very strange.
I think it was
McDonald's
like
pizza.
it was like a 2-year thing. I think where they were just like, fuck it, never mind.
The orange and the ginger is messing with my Coke. From the credits.
Would you like chocolate chips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chocolate carbon one was pretty yummy.
Even when you each fuck it.
Okay. Gonna get your full serving.
I am old enough to remember the McDLT day when people were fussy enough where it was like
Remember when?
burgers
I remember
burgers
the
are too hot.
McDLT.
Yeah, it's like my
Yeah.
burger is hot and it's messing up the crispness of my lettuce and the
Yeah.
coldness of my tomatoes. So please give me a burger I will have to assemble myself before eating. In styrofoam cups because it was the 80s and like fuck the environment. We don't care
Fuck
about
that.
shit.
We've got mantles. We got spit.
What I miss is when you would get chicken nuggets and they came in a little styrofoam container that had like the well for you to
Yep.
put your dipping sauce in.
Yeah.
I
The
remember
little
that.
things.
Oh.
That's not sad.
It's villains are coming.
No, it almost sounds like the sad noise from
It
Price is
does
Right.
kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just the first couple of notes, though. Then it goes somewhere else in a different direction. You squeaked, John.
I did.
Why did you squeak?
It happened. As
It
you
has a bit
get
of oil.
as you get older, you just fall apart. It's like an old
I feel like I
house.
missed out on something.
Shit
Not-
starts creaking. You don't know why.
Your mom's out there, isn't it?
Yes, the girls are currently next door, and mom's doing work so about the house.
What was I gonna say?
Wait, I kind of like these.
Trying to.
Oh, there it is. I'm fine.
Oh, sick. I was actually gonna say so. I haven't done it.
I got my fill.
You done with cricket flour?
Yeah.
I need to find more people that trick into eating these.
Just put them in baggies and take them to the Geek Girl meetup.
I think that's
They
what you got them
smell
from.
really good.
Nope.
They don't taste quite as good as they smell.
I was
Yeah.
like,
But
there's
they
no
still
way.
don't taste bad. It's just not great.
They're like not moist Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, they're really dry.
Yeah.
With the way that sentence started, it was like, there's no way that was ending on a really positive note there.
It's okay, leave it on that ringtone. I like it.
No, I'm not gonna change the ringtone. I'm just trying to find.
Really?
I feel like I'm in a bad cartoon transition. Meanwhile, in the forest.
Is there a like screen wipe in that somewhere?
Awkward transition.
Yeah.
Like the weird 80s wipe.
Yes.
There.
I like how it's called wipe.
Ass wipe.
Transformers that mastered the art of the body.
Now listen here, Skeletor.
See, it's when the villains are around.
Oh yeah. Neferito.
Oh my god.
Esmeralda.
No, that's why it sounds like a bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because meanwhile, in the Negaverse. or whatever,
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the witch is 5.
I actually got up to like episode 40 on the abridged series. So I have a vague idea of what's going on in the show.
I haven't even watched Salem and Crystal yet.
I watched it with Sally, like all the way up to.
How far up are they?
I don't know.
They're almost done with R. And S is in production, but it won't be out yet till whenever they're done with it.
So, does it follow the manga very closely?
More closely than the original anime.
Yes.
It's still not exact, but it's much more closely.
How did your care package to Texas go? Or was it Tennessee? The Daiso care package?
Oh, that was Amanda's, and that was.
What the fuck,
To-
bugs? I'm
I
eating
don't know if she
bugs.
sent it.
Get away from me.
I
But you
think
do.
It was a.
It's crickets.
I
They're
think it was
avenging
closer
their
to
fallen
Tennessee.
brothers.
They
But yeah,
taste so
so it
good.
got sent well.
Sort of.
You got there quickly.
It was very well received.
Yes.
I'm in water now, though. Some dry cookie.
So it was all good times. I was like, what care package? I didn't say anything. I said tea. Don't tell the post office.
Yeah, those crickets, they're yeah,
Your thing?
They're crickets.
they're dehydrated or something.
Yeah.
I tried to cook.
Yeah.
I tried to cook Mountain House stuff, like the backpacking stuff, because I didn't read the bag because I'm a dumbass. And it's like some prep, some cooking required. Because when you're out in the woods, you're like, I got 3
did
hours.
all the cooking.
I spent a bunch of time.
I got 3 hours to cook a fucking thing after it's been sitting in water for 20 minutes. Yeah.
Spent a bunch of time reading that article you posted about taping bricks for your.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
was like-
strangely exciting?
I was like,
You're like, this feels awesome and terrible at the same time.
it's like, let me spend 20 minutes watching these dudes in pictures, not even a video, like
reading
pictures.
reading this blog about
Taping
how to
bricks.
how to tape bricks
So
together.
they can put that into their backpack.
Did you see my buddy Brad's response to this sounds fucking terrible. You're like, "Yes, well done, Brad. I agree entirely."
What are you guys talking about?
So I want to do what's called a Go Ruck challenge. So this company Go Ruck, because when you
have your
go around with a
rucksack.
pack with your ruck, it's called rucking. And they started a company to make badass bags for other military personnel / pack people. And they were like, well, we want to make sure our bags are the baddest, so we're going to put them through all the paces we would use them for and other people would use them for. So we're going to do all of our basic training PT with these bags to make sure they can stand up to the rigors. And it became a thing that they would just hold these Go Ruck events. And now they've got several different categories of them and other events. And so I'm going to do the WIMP version, which is the light ruck, which they're like, if you can do a 5K, you can do a light ruck. You're cool. And I'm like, I can walk a 5K in less than an hour. I'll be fine. And I want to do a tough ruck later. Hopefully Veterans Day will do that. It'll be great. And I mentioned this to John, and he was like, manly? Vaguely manly stuff? Sure. Sounds it.
Man bonding.
So I made
be manly.
So I made a kind of like that. So I made a Facebook group.
It's from the Daria musical episode.
I haven't, There's Jess. I'm sorry. I was lucky if I got to watch Simpsons. And then I started watching anime, and my parents had no idea. But thankfully, it was about at high school, so they were like, "Nah, as long as you're not killing anyone, or whatever." It's not porn technically. I'm like, it kind of is for me.
Amanda bought a Love-Hina book, and her mother found it and called it porn and like lectured her for days about it. And, then threw it away in front of her. And I'm like, it's Love-Hina.
It's like that's like the least porny
of the harem books.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was funny. Go ahead,
So I
continue.
made a Facebook event and invited a bunch of people that I was like, I would think you would either be interested in this or I would like to suffer with you through this. And please decline if you have no interest in this. No, I will not be upset at all, whatever. And so like, this sounds fucking terrible. That's what I said. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
The thing we're talking about is that to test the bags when you're at the event, you're supposed to carry like a certain amount of weight. So like, it was this article about these dudes who were doing it with bricks. They're pretty much like, well, you shouldn't just carry loose bricks in your bag because it's dangerous. And so they were showing how you put like 3 bricks together and you just like duct tape all of them and makes this like cushioned pack thing. Where it's
You
Also,
need
you
a
get hit
video
by
on
the-
how to duct tape
it's
bricks
it was just
together.
It's a
pictures.
blog post.
And it was very involved duct taping.
There was a science to it. You got to make sure the
Yes.
center of
And then
gravity is
people were
right
like,
here.
you should use bubble wrap around this shit because, like, if you fall and your bag goes out flying, it doesn't knock out your partner.
Your buddy.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like-
You're just trying to get rid of the corners.
As
Is
well
that
as
what?
distributes weight to the
as
well as the rough surface, because that's gonna
Right.
fuck up your bag internally if you've got loose fucking.
and
weight.
or your back. Just
Oh yeah,
breaks
there's a
are fucking
comment of you,
terrible.
the nickname Raw Dog is one no one wants.
Yes.
So brick wrapping. I think we should have a brick wrapping. event.
Yes.
A brick wrapping party?
We could have pretended that this whole conversation was about Yowie, and I think all of it would have applied.
No, I'm fine.
This is normal.
Yeah.
Also, we haven't seen each other in like 3
I
weeks.
So I was about to say,
Yeah.
of like you guys are
Also,
usually
I think
on it.
Megan was mentioning doing a 4th of July.
I have to
Retiring.
work.
Oh right.
Aw.
Oh, we're gonna come visit you, right?
Ooh, look
Sure.
at that.
I hope I can
Road trip.
not work while you're there again.
Oh right.
We can amuse ourselves and say hi now and then.
Well,
That's super cute.
last year. Jess and Tony came to our 4th of July event, and Mary Crow was like, "Yeah, I'll run the bar, and then you can go sit with your friends and enjoy
Bullshit.
And that did
enjoy
not
4th of July." And then they disappeared. They were like, "Okay, well, we're gonna have dinner now," and didn't come out until like 10 o'clock.
Oh.
And it was just like, I finally sat down to actually like play games with them.
And then it was time for fireworks.
And then it was time for fireworks, and I had to keep getting up every 2 minutes to run back to the winery to ring someone up for something. And it was just like, thanks. If you wanted me to work, just tell me you need me to work. Don't give me false hopes that I'm gonna relax during 4th of July with my friends who came all the way out to Morgan Hill to see me. So
But he's got this flag he needs to retire. And the normal way you retire then.
It is in a solemn ceremony. You set it on fire.
yes.
So
But,
although I
if
don't
I-
know where I'm going to do that because there's no fire pit back there.
Yeah, and you can't do it at my work because
You
you know.
can do a thing. Find a tray for it or whatever.
Yeah.
There's enough space. You can probably set it up. All right. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure there's still an old like not actually usable for barbecuing, like Weber Barbecue in Steven's garage.
Just jacket. And,
I'm sure he'll let you borrow it.
I could probably just go over there and take it and no one would notice. If only I still had a clicker to the garage. But
You gave that up when you left, man.
I did. I had to give it to Daniel. because it's my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So let's set something on fire for my birthday.
Which sounds
That's
like a lot
always
of fun. But yeah, if you guys want to come to the winery and hang out on the patio and bring a picnic or whatever, I'll be there
we'll do a tea.
all
Yeah.
day
And most of the night.
Sorry.
and all night.
Get that OT.
Yeah, I will be.
I'll go give you some company.
We'll stand there at the bar and be obnoxious.
Yeah, and then you can order me around. I'll help you do shit.
Don't give her that option.
I always give that.
I'm like, you've seen me at work. Do I let people do anything now?
I know. I know.
No, in fact, it's mad when people try and do things.
When I helped, I got banished outside with food.
Yeah.
Banish outside.
I was like, I need help, but I'm like, just don't help me in my space.
Like, I need help, but don't help me.
That's
Yeah.
all. One space is dead.
We can help remotely.
Along with my
It's called
Get it.
outsourcing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's perfect. That's usually done by foreigners. I qualify.
Right.
It's not illegal though.
No, I'm not. Please don't deport me.
Please don't report.
I was illegal once.
Yeah. He doesn't hang out in front of.
I always forget that, like, Canadians still count as immigrants.
Yeah.
Because, like,
They're
Like, I don't-
Northern
like-
American.
The
Well, I mean, but
actual
so, I
name
mean-
is permanent resident alien. Thank you very much.
just
but I mean, like,
PRA.
Mexico is
Yeah,
also
yeah,
part of
yeah,
North
sorry.
America.
It's a
Any
prop.
other country is,
Prop.
you know,
yeah.
but it's specifically Canadians.
you
I always
regard
forget that
Trump?
Canadians count as
Yeah.
immigrants. Everybody else, I'm like, no. Japanese guy, he immigrated. The Irish guy, he immigrated. Not the Canadian. I never think of it that way. Can we just
I think it's
walk
because
over
Canadians aren't like fucking jumping borders to get into America. Well, I mean,
I'm sure he did.
to escape their totalitarian.
That's
regimes.
true.
That's what I mean.
They're like,
We're not
no,
like,
we're good.
Wow. Just their stuff
my
in
uncle did it in
bureaucracy.
the 70s to get drunk. They closed the border. It was like, hey guys, let's go get hammered in Maine. And then they
Why?
got-
Isn't it usually the other way around? Because
It was
Canada's
like
got
he-
18 as a.
When he told me that story, it was like, you didn't read enough Stephen King books.
No.
Because
But
that's a good setup for that. Yeah.
yes, but the horror that happened to them was that they got caught and deported, and my uncle couldn't go to the U.S. for like years after that.
Aw.
It was a different time. You could still
Should we
get
tell
caught.
John about the YouTuber that got banned from
Sure,
Canada?
why not?
He's a musician.
Well, it's his own fucking fault.
It was his own fucking fault.
And he, no,
He's a
no, no
musician.
pity.
He was doing a tour. He's from Ireland. It was the Irish guy I was talking about. He was doing a tour. He had 3 shows to do in Canada. He came through by the way of Niagara Falls, stopped by Border Patrol, and they were like, okay, passport, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, what are you doing here? And he's like,
What's your
I'm
business? Or
what's your business?
State,
What
yeah.
are you doing here?
Why are you visiting?
Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I'm
gonna do a few
musician.
shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna perform a few shows. And they kind of pause for a second. And they're like, do you have a work license to work in
Where's
Canada?
your work permit?
Yeah, and he's like,
What?
What? No. And they're like, you can't perform any shows here. You can't work here. You won't be able to do any of your shows. You have to have a work permit. He's like, it takes like months.
Yep.
So they leave. He leaves. And they're trying to figure out a new plan of action. And his new plan of action was to go back a few hours later and lie and say, what, like, he gets in there and they're like, oh, what's your business? What are you doing here? He's like, I'm visiting family. And they're like, who are you visiting? He's like, Aunt Mildred.
Really?
And he was like,
It was
I don't
almost
know.
literally Mildred. It was something.
Yeah, and he was like
ridiculous.
in he picked some province or state or
Oh no, it was
whatever.
Ontario.
Oh, Ontario.
Mhm.
And they looked at him and they were like, so you're not here to work? And he's like, no. And they're like, you're not a musician. He's like, no. They're like, because there was a musician here earlier trying to get in. And he's like, that's not me. And they're like,
Jesus Christ.
sir, you need to come with us.
Yeah.
go.
And they banned him from Canada for, I think it was over a year before the ban was
Yep.
lifted.
That sounds like an exclusion order. I had one of those. Yay! No,
You still have one of those?
no,
Sally's-
it's gone.
Sally's
Okay.
criminal
I
penance.
served it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I served my time.
Here in the United States.
Yes.
Yep.
Detestable in the United States.
Yeah,
Some
people
people's
are constantly misjudging how much of a pain in the ass it is to do anything with immigration. You just think like, it's like when I hear people like here or even in Canada, and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go live in England. It's like, oh, you will you? Okay,
Good luck with that.
let's see this happen.
Our homeboy corn dog and ghetto girl. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay.
like, I don't know who.
Because
I'm like, I've never heard
has
this.
that awesome profile pic where he's got the 2 huge corn dogs. He's like, and I'm like, yeah, corn dogs. And then Savannah's kind of ghetto, but not at all. Like, it's awesome.
Okay. I know Joe was just like, I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Like, yeah, who the fuck are you talking about?
They're fun with, you know, how long it's taken them to get set up so that they can go back and forth easily. And,
Mm-hmm.
all the feels every time.
Yeah,
we talk
again,
about
like
it,
every
like,
time we talk, it's like we're having some sort of support group for immigration issues.
everybody's like when you find expats,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right,
you know.
right,
It's
right.
just like Savannah was just saying like how she watches those terrible like reality shows or
Oh,
just
God,
like
why?
you know like the marriage ones with like expats and she gets like angry and I was like all the feels. I know exactly what you feel like.
Like my 30-day fiance.
Dude, I only ever see the previews for those, and I'm like, ah.
It's like I'm getting high blood pressure right now.
Ridiculous. So,
Yeah.
ladies and
Oh yeah,
gentlemen.
we're here for something. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. We
I'm
did
ready.
this thing.
No, as long
There's
as
a
the
reason
topics
why we're
stay
sitting
racy,
across
it's
this
all good.
table.
Okay, last thing I've got here, late at night, there is a hubbub. There
Yep,
are
we all
men and-
wrote
yeah,
hubbub.
Yes,
Oh, that's
that was a word that
Refugees.
I wrote a drawing.
They're refugees from
Fucking
Spear,
Private husband.
which is the one that's the next one that way, right? Because it's
Sure.
knife, shield.
In my
Sword.
mental map, it's that way, actually. But okay.
Oh, and you're wearing a cursed amulet.
Yes, I'm wearing the cursed amulet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're
But
parodying it around.
it's tucked in.
Yeah, it goes.
Goes westerly.
Yeah.
That's easterly.
I don't know, don't look at me, man.
No.
I'm playing not yet.
If I'm looking at a map this way,
And east is to your right.
damn it! But that's not the way you told it to us when I wrote it down.
I'm sorry.
Basically,
from
it's your
east
fault,
to
Tony.
west. Wand?
Air.
Or
No, there's
spell?
knife, shield, sword, spear, and arrow. You said that arrow was closest to the other country that we're not
Empire,
from.
Yes, westernmost. So your
But
map is
that's-
upside down.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Or is it backwards?
balls!
I'm sorry.
I don't even know where the map is on here.
But that's not because when you drew the picture, me, it looked like it was.
The picture was a lie.
I'm sorry. Where did I draw it?
I don't know. Maybe you didn't, but this is the way I interpreted it. Now I'm sad that it's wrong.
Just draw a compass that's backwards, and,
A weird.
and then you'll always get it wrong.
It's like north.
Whatever,
arrow
it's
pointing
not-
down.
Oh wait, no. Of the people that are here, I am the one that knows where things are. Damn it.
Right.
Right.
This is
That
how
won't
mine
fly.
is.
That won't fly.
Mine
Nina
says
just gets
arrow,
up
spear,
from
sword,
her bed like that
shield,
morning and says,
knife.
"My whole life is a lie."
I'm sorry.
Is yours this way or the other way?
Struggle wheel.
Let's start with
Okay, here.
The struggle is real.
No, mine's
so
backwards.
many
Damn it.
I'm gonna eat it. We have no idea what it's gonna taste like. It's a dragon fruit.
Ooh.
So that's what that thing
salad,
was.
Oh, yeah.
It's in your mouth.
It's in your mouth.
No, just
It's
chew
the
it.
day to try weird
Just
things.
take it. Let it happen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we
Accept
just let
it,
happen.
Tony.
Just let it happen. Senpai.
Oh my.
Did you see the thing I posted?
Yes.
I was laughing so hard, and Jared was like, "What are you looking
I'll
at?"
never look at
I
maps
was
the
like,
same
"No,
way
it's
again.
nice."
It's not bad.
If that was a test,
No, it's not bad.
that was a part of.
If I was that teacher, I would be like A+. It's like you got it wrong, but you still got it right.
Yeah, oh so right.
You got it
We
right.
give you half points for
Yeah.
style. That's
Okay.
gonna count for something in life.
Yes.
I'm out of ballroom points.
So, to the west
Following point.
is
I love it. I don't even want to know
Okay.
because I think it can be as awesome.
Sally had them in the right order, so apparently it's just me that did them backwards.
it's okay. You are not your character. You do not walk around wearing. Well, you probably would actually walk around wearing a badge that says major on it. But
All you know is just like north is where the fuck I say it is. You guys have it
it's like,
backwards.
tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Do you live with a badger? Fuck you. No.
Yes. I don't care about north. I'll get us there.
Look,
Fuck
don't
that.
talk to me with your derpy ass fucking double dragon. I got badgers.
My derpy ass double dragon is probably taking another nap.
I'm gonna have both.
No,
hands
it's having a
swapping
staring contest again. With
Wow.
itself.
Its
Yeah.
eyes just dry out.
This poor dragon.
It keeps going like this. Stop clapping. Stop trying to clap. It's not gonna work.
I'm not helping you.
Wait, how are we clapping?
Exactly.
That's what he's saying. That's what I was like. Stop trying to clap. It's not gonna work. Not because the other side's not gonna let it happen. Because it's
Yes.
yeah.
I just imagine it.
And then the tail. Put that down. The tail. Stop.
It's like the one side's trying to clap, the other one's like holding a still, so he
kind
tries
of
to
looks like
and
he's
then-
having a stroke.
Yeah, he's basically having conniptions.
Just being a dick and holding it here. It's like, haha, I'm not touching. I'm
Sending
not
you both to
touching.
your own dimension. I'm tired of this bullshit. At least the bats listen to me.
He's like, I'll send you off partly.
It high fives itself. Burn.
But you guys helped each other.
Get it burned because you're fire. Ah, high fives again.
You're excused. Another dimension.
So at the gate, you have a small assemblage of haggard dudes. I use dudes in the non-gender specific form. And so yeah, you see a human male in sort of basic light
time of day is
armor. It's late.
It is
evening,
late
Okay,
in the night.
maybe even early morning.
In the night, not at the night. Fuck.
In the middle of the night.
Middle of the
And
night.
I've been having trouble
Okay.
making sentences
Working
happen
in
like
the
all day.
There's also a half-elf female in similar armor.
Uh-huh.
One of you rot.
Another human male
Amazingness?
who looks a little younger than the first one.
Great answer.
There's a dwarf who looks a little grizzled.
Do we
I mean,
recognize any of these
isn't that
peoples?
just a dwarf?
Yeah, so he looks like a dwarf.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like, oh.
He speaks Scottish. He likes beer. He
Why
has a
is
name,
it that all dwarves
He has
are always Scottish
he
and
has
like
a name with
everything?
a
That's
medal.
hot.
He has a name with a medal in his.
That answers
his
it.
name.
It's okay.
Actually, he does. Good job, Tony.
And or hammer.
Yeah, and or hammer. Um,
Steel hammer.
he actually has two swords strapped to him, and they on a horse that it looks well bridled, but it seems to be very upset. There are two bodies slung across it. One appears to be another dwarf, and one a human female who seems to wear colors that match the horse's barding.
So, once again, do we recognize any of these people?
No. It seems that a few of the soldiers do, and there's all sorts of the whole blue. There's a group of soldiers about, and
So who are these people?
Do I
I-
recognize their insignia, their colors?
sort of. They're a lot of the gear that the people who are on their feet are wearing are similar to the gear that your guys. And you hear people like they're from Spear. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's Whitmore. Oh, it's Giddens. Oh, Ironheel. What happened to Fargalia? Really, Tony? Yeah, Fargalia.
That's what we're going with?
I wrote it 4 weeks ago. What do you want? Okay. And finally, let's see who was on guard that evening.
She wants an American flag.
She wants a banana.
I thought that was in character, actually. I was just like, wait.
I'm a funky monkey. I want a banana. We're gonna go see Eddie Izzard, and I'm so excited. I gotta pee. I've seen him 3 times live already. It never gets old. So excited. So the last time I saw him, he wasn't in drag. It was very sad.
I'm sorry.
All right, so
I'm better now.
in the middle,
Really good.
in the middle of this Fakakis.
Caucus.
I made up a word. And
I'm gonna write it down.
there's a short female half-orc trying her best to slap some order into what's going on here. She appears to have almost no teeth. She's got a bow that's almost as tall as she is strapped to her back, and some people are rushing over the water skins. People are pulling jerky out of their own pouches and sort of just trying to help the people coming into the gate decompress. You hear a little more bustle from behind you guys as people start coming out of the barracks and stuff. You see the cleric in his night robe and hastily donned boots hustling over from across the compound. The half orc is yelling, "Oi, y'all get it down! You move! Get your fucking come on! Get him over! Get Cole! Get the lieutenant! Get
Should we
get
be
Dunbar!
doing anything?
Well, a couple of them see you and are like, and start snapping to attention as they remember that you're there.
Eddie's.
So who are these people?
So tired.
Do you people know them? I ask somebody who seems to be familiar.
What's all the Fakakis?
I heard there's some Fakakis
Is
here.
that-
I would like a part of this Fakakis.
What sort of Fakakis? Could you explain this Fakakis? Could you describe it?
It's the word of the day.
You said it, not us.
No, I did, and it was amazing. I'm gonna own it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Do these people need healing? I can't heal dead people though.
They don't seem dead.
I think
They're
they're
not
just. I think they're just very, very
Tired.
like messed
They're just
up.
resting their eyes.
Oh, look at those lions guarding that sleeping zebra.
Hmm.
How nice of them.
Well, then I'll poke your
Yeah.
bodies.
So yes, someone who's like, I know them. I know a couple of them. He's like, oh yeah, they're all from Spear. That's Corporal Gaston Whitmore. I served with him during the Mithril Wars. He points to the human male who's kind of leading them.
Wait, what's his name again?
Gaston.
Whitmore.
All I got was Gaston.
That is the part that matters.
No one fights like him. No one bites like him.
Yes.
He loves eggs. Okay.
No one.
Let's go find us a
loves
beast.
No one plans to persecute harmless crackpots.
Like
him.
Or gets smack talked at by small children quite as much. Anyway, and yeah, I guess a couple of them are from Shield. Something about an explosion or something.
Is
I
that
don't
what hurt
know.
those people?
I don't know. There's a lot because it's all it's a party at this point. There's no the poor woman. Yeah, it's probably a woman from the breastplate. With no teeth, is still like, "Oi, get fucking wank, move it, get him over." So, as you guys sort of stand in the middle of all this crowd, the father, the priest finally comes over and he starts yelling, "All of you, move! God!" And a few of them actually pay attention to that and start sliding over. He's like, "Bring them in here! Don't leave them there on the step. What's wrong with all of you?" And a few of them, they're like, "Oh," and they start moving them. He's like, "Don't move them! They're injured."
There's injured
But if we
people.
can't leave them out
And he
here.
actually starts organizing a bit, and then finally,
Don't leave them
a
out there.
few
Don't
more-
move them.
Right.
Don't leave them in the thing. Bring them. Yeah.
But don't move them.
Yeah.
That, yeah. Don't they got scratchers?
He actually
Pressure.
looks over to the gentleman who's talking to you,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Archeon, go get Croc." And Archeon's just like, "Please, oh yes, father," and starts scampering off. And he looks around and he looks at the lot of you, and he like stops waiting for you to say something, and then
I
goes
said carry
back,
on earlier.
and then
Mm.
and then goes back, and he's Drained, Big Pint, go get some cots. And he's like,
You heard-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get some fakaks. For Archifacacus.
Without the fuck.
and he's
Yeah.
You're gonna have to order me twice.
Nice.
It's like,
Wood
Erickson,
watch.
move anyone who isn't immediately healing or giving someone water out of here.
I leave.
And
Bye.
Crowley Freed is all like, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Ellie. Would you please go alert Norlison?"
Oh yeah, that guy.
And she
We should
scoots
probably have done
off.
that. Oh. I follow where the healing is happening.
I'm missing a D20.
I ate it.
What color is it?
It goes with this set. They're like green and purple marble.
So after a few moments,
I have that set, but I haven't used it in a while.
a couple cots are brought, and
There's a very high likelihood that it's somewhere in my car, that it might have like fallen
a
out.
couple blankets are thrown over some shoulders. Some minor healing is done for some of the guys who are still standing. It becomes very apparent quickly that the blankets are draped over the faces of the two bodies that were on the horse.
I thought they were dead. That
Um,
was really helpful, wasn't it?
and
Well, I knew they were dead.
Thank you for the expert opinion.
But you're not doing anything.
the
I'm doing what I was paid to do. Supervise.
Oh wait, no, I found it.
There you
It's
go.
just mostly green on one side.
the dwarf keeps pacing back and forth. He refuses any sort of blanket or anything. And he's talking to the half-orc who is identified as Ellie. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. It came out of nowhere. And it's just terrible. I don't know what to make of them. It's so weird. Gaston, who was leading, is sitting next to a half-elf female, and they're just kind of leaning on each other, quietly sipping water. The other human male is actually leaning up against one of the cots and sort of barely not staying awake. After as much can be done for them as can be, the priest comes over to the rest of you as Norlison comes over with Grok. And Dorok and Grok. Sorry. Grok comes over and starts assigning Grok comes over and starts assigning a watch or two, getting people dispersed. Dorok shows up with Norlison just as the priest comes over to you. Ellie goes back up onto the walls for watch, and some semblance of order has been restored. The priest brings the dwarf over to the group of you. Norlison, he's like, what happened? And he looks at you.
Well, they showed up and collapsed,
Those two are dead.
and then everyone in here scampered like ants in a rainstorm.
Something exploded? That's what we heard.
The
They
priest,
came from Spear.
the priest quietly waits for you all to sort of finish. And he's like, Corporal Ironheel here has had the most comprehensive information so far. Although it's not much. Dalgar? Or Dalbor? And he goes, Oi, so we're coming back from a troll. And we saw a way off. There was these flying vulture creatures. And they were dropping all sorts of manner of things into the keep. And then
Selena.
And then there was a huge blast of heat and a small burst of fire from over the walls as we were outside coming in. And it was obvious it was a rout at that point because there were bodies all over the place and there was a few of us left, so we got out.
So that means Spear is completely destroyed?
If there's anything left, it might be walls and yeah.
That's really bad. I assume that whatever through that will come over here or to
Disconcerting.
Arrow? Which is
Yeah,
in the other
Arrow
way.
is the next one. It's the last one out.
We tried shooting some of them down, but most of them were flying out of range. We stayed pretty close under cover as we had no audience going in to either assist, and that's why we headed here.
Any other troop movement outside of these winged creatures?
No, that was all we saw. We don't know where it came from, what happened. I mean, I think some of the other lads might have seen something else, but that's all I got.
First land sharks, now vultures.
The creatures in our surroundings seem to be acting quite oddly.
Yeah. I guess we should try to talk to the others.
Gaston was running out towards us when we walked up. He might have seen what happened inside. Said something about a fireball.
Well, let's go figure out what made the fireball then.
We'll have to have a chat with him.
What wonderful timing to do so. All right, well, shall we?
Knowledge nature
Sure.
about what sort of vulture creatures might make fireballs.
Go ahead, yeah, knowledge nature.
Fireball
30.
vultures, as I thought.
Only intelligent flying creatures who are capable of spellcasting, that sort of thing, might be able to develop this sort of thing. So, as far as sentient races, you have heard of actually they were actually mentioned last time were Strix, which are short humanoids with large vulture wings, who in general are fairly hostile. But that's because the lands that they most commonly come into contact with are very expansionist. So you don't know how they would be if you weren't messing with their land.
Yeah.
But as all of these places have been in place for quite some time,
That's odd.
yes, yes.
That seems very organized. I'm also worried about Strix having that kind of firepower. They can pretty much just decimate a camp in one fell swoop. Walls are not going to do us any good against an aerial attack.
No.
Do we have any underground areas here that you can?
The cold storage and the holdout storage.
Because basically, if you want to avoid an aerial attack, you gotta get underground.
Yes, but underground didn't seem to be quite that safe either with the land sharks.
True. So what? But We were able to defeat the land sharks, but
Through the skin of our teeth.
Are you guys still discussing this in front of
Yeah.
in front of Walden?
Yeah.
Nolson's like, we actually do have an anti-air program. It's in development.
Does it inquire?
Tell us more about it.
Yeah. Does it entail just a round of archers?
Well, they are our first response to anything. Says most of them have pretty good range and so forth. But no, actually, Thrud, the blacksmith, actually has some prototypes that he's been working on in conjunction with
the flying machines.
with Vidi. Yeah, actually.
Mm.
Well,
As a creature of weird
They have some
circumstance.
basic gliders worked out, and apparently he's got to hang up with a fuel source or some sort. But
I have no real experience coordinating those, but it's much better than being completely powerless. Prototype or not.
Yes. All right. Well, let us speak to
Gaston.
see what's going on.
Iron Heel motions towards the guy leaning or resting against the half elf, and so you guys head over to him.
Yep.
And he sort of looks up and he's like, "Yes." Or are any of you wearing badges of rank other than?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are in proper.
Yes.
Yeah, I put mine
at this
on.
point.
Yes.
He looks over and he kind of like.
Eddie's.
Okay.
It's like
Because yeah, you
half
you-
salute.
yeah.
I just saluted my shoulder instead of my head.
Thales gives Leon the "you're more delicate than I am."
So you go.
Kind. It's more like
How are you feeling, soldier?
Better.
Good. Have a seat. You should.
He's already sitting down.
Oh.
Okay.
Bless
Have
you.
to sit even more.
Did you just
Good.
snot in your hand?
No, that's not my boobs.
Oh, that's
Aw.
at least it's not in your hand.
Would you
I
like
guess.
napkins?
No, it'll be fine. It wasn't that bad. It was just
Wet.
yeah.
The spray.
Yeah.
It wasn't snot. It was just the
The spray.
Yeah.
Alright.
The spittle.
I try to look at him and try to gauge a little bit like how
He's
harrowed he looks.
He's seen
at
some
that point.
stuff, man.
He's seen some shit.
some shit. It's a 100-yard stare, not quite 1,000 miles. Right? It's still a good yard. It's still a good distance.
Nah, man.
Mm-hmm.
watching it like you're just gonna stare at each other, you're gonna kiss or something. Like, come on.
Are they really?
I just there's a little start.
I'm being crass, and they're like,
I just
You
right.
need to touch him gently. He's been through a traumatic
I do. I
experience.
just like,
Right,
pat
like-
him on the shoulder a little bit.
Caress his cheek.
You've done a good job. Bringing him
badgers.
down
Like,
here.
stop being a creep.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we would have had absolutely no idea what was happening
Me and
until it was probably too late.
Corporal Ironheel tried to get everyone through. Lady Fargalio didn't stay conscious long after we left.
We're sorry for the losses. Did you happen to have any sort of idea what might have hit you or what I might have? So we heard about the aerial attack.
So, yeah, there were these giant vulture-y things started dropping things into the keep, which was more annoying than anything initially. And so we got out archers and shields to try and block and shoot. And there was a commotion from the barracks where the spirit forces had been stationed. And suddenly the entire thing went up in a huge fireball. And there was nothing but ash. Poor bastards.
So
So
something triggered it then.
I have no idea when it comes to magic.
But so the fireball came from the ground, not from the air, or
I wasn't facing it. I heard the rumble, and
Where did it come from?
Spirit.
the
something.
barracks where the spirit the barracks from where the support forces had been garrisoned.
where the magic people live.
So I'm the less versed into the magical arts here. By that I mean
Knowledge.
I have no knowledge of it, but
Arcana.
are any of you aware of whether these things could have acted as beacons, or is that how this works?
How do you magic?
23?
How does magic?
I got 27.
To me, it just looks like you're straining really hard and things happen.
Either
Things happen when I
was-
strain really hard. but-
Either something is super powerful and managed to basically nuke a whole building, or maybe there was combined efforts of multiple things to make a bigger boom, or maybe it was mundane. But
If you had a whole lot of alchemical like grenades or something, just were sitting there and then they ignited it.
it
I
was
like that.
unlikely that there was that much stuff all in one spot, so it seems odd. Unless all of them all of a sudden cast fireball or explosive runes at once or something. Like that's the only thing that makes sense for that kind of boom, other than something with a big enough power
Can I
base to
detect
do it.
magic on them?
On the people here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe somebody was outside the fort controlling their minds. It's the government
Cool.
raise,
You read a little bit off
Chemtrails.
Dalmor.
They're aerial
It-
too.
it has the
It's
same
like
sort of
Twix
vibe as
chemtrails
hers.
all over the place.
And
Or
there is
the
a very
watermelon.
strong aura coming from one of the cots.
Reptilians.
It seems to be at the side of one of the corpses.
Oh, there might be
Excuse me.
something in the
And then I go straight for
wings.
it.
All right, you come over to the smaller of the two forms.
And as respectfully as I can.
There is a scabbard and a sword in it, and
Poke.
it's reading pretty loud magic.
I'm like, what is
Okay.
that?
So then I want spellcraft? No. I want
You know it's magic. So
Okay, I know it's magic, but I want to know what
Arcana
okay.
If you want to try and
Figure out what it
figure out
is.
what type of magic it's reading.
I keep forgetting that I have detect magic.
30.
Okay, so I forget what type of magic it is off the
It's
top
a
of my head.
cantrip too, so
but
you can use
basically-
it at will.
Her sword is magic,
Well, yeah.
and it does not look nefarious at all, other than the sword is magic and does more damage. And
It's just a magic sword.
you had a magic sword. she's-
Go back. What was the other? Oh, hello.
No,
He left.
Just quick.
no.
You should just have made it. Oh, sound.
Really?
No, fluffy orange kitty.
He was hanging around the front earlier when we came in.
There should always be more kitties.
I feel like we're in the parent trap.
All right.
Tom's over here by the steps. Just like,
Is he gone?
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wait for the humans.
So what else
When
can
he's
you-
far enough. Yeah, stay away.
Right.
Okay.
The dwarf who you talked to initially.
You better run.
Back to the dwarf.
Yeah, he goes, oh, he just puts off a little bit of a vibe. He's got, or like,
Just walks a circle around him.
he's got a ring that sort of glows a little bit,
Okay.
as you notice, and his cape, his cloak actually a little bit. and
Okay.
His boots.
They're just
Normal
magic
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, as you were. Walks back.
Alright, well, I'll
Not the tape.
Well, honestly, you would have to go. We have to go there.
Slowly circling around like everyone. Like,
Yeah, just
I'm
scrutinizing.
not sure that
Tail.
there's,
It'll still have that effect on the ladies.
I think we've got to go
I'm
over
not
there
sure
to
that
see
there's-
what the source. I mean, how else are we going to know what happened unless we go there?
it's time to investigate.
field trip.
I think
I mean, of
Weird-
course, there's also
weirdly
defending
enough,
here.
I think the field trip doesn't need to be. Where are these guys from?
Spear.
I don't think the field trip needs to be a spear. I think it needs to be into the forest on what is upsetting these creatures and making these creatures act out in unnatural ways.
Did we figure out
Wasn't there that spot where people told us
where
to go?
those strips
Yeah.
are nested?
We need to go there.
We had some
Where we're not
information
supposed to
about
go.
it last
Awesome.
time,
Yeah.
I like this.
that they were getting restless. Well, there's not much more we're gonna get out of this gentleman, so
No.
Is
there anything else you need?
I guess we're stationed here now, or
for now,
Yes.
you're officially on rest. So
Ah,
your folks, when you
ah.
feel well enough, when you want to integrate the forces, we'll make sure that you get stationed appropriately if you still want to keep on.
Norlison tells Dorok. You hear him tell Dorok
To give someone the
go,
people's elbow.
Go tell Gritted. He tells Dorok to go wake up Gritted and add their names to the roster so that they're accounted for.
So last time they were like, oh, this guy went missing. And they went into a clearing and stopped. And the only other thing that happened at that time that was weird is that someone in Spear went crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Strix are mentioned, but I didn't really go into detail.
Does someone want to do the honors and add your new soldiers to your roster?
Sure.
Whoever remembers their names, go ahead.
Somebody want to be scribe?
Where's everybody looking at me?
I'm looking
What?
at you.
Huh?
Whoever has the
Sheets are
nicest
coming your way.
handwriting.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, well, where am I putting them?
Volunteered. Well, if you'd like,
There's a corporal. There's corporals here.
As we call
Or do I
it.
just put them at the end?
well, if you'd like, I can tell you exactly where they're.
How about you write them in then?
I can write. I just need to know where to write it.
Gravity. I was hoping.
Anyway.
I'm sort of trying to build some traction on these on
Yes.
this stuff.
Okay,
for you.
okay,
That's
okay.
trying to develop.
Yeah. All right.
He's given us ownership of these dudes.
All right. We got. Yeah.
I
We're
own
gonna keep
people?
them and
Great.
feed them
right?
and make sure we clean them.
And if they poop on the rug, guess who's fault?
Yes.
Welcome to Sword.
Why is it my fault?
Because you were so happy to own them.
So to the
Who didn't open the door for the dwarf? Third rug this month.
I'm not
Third
wrong.
rug.
Owning stuff is great as long as I don't have to be responsible for stuff.
so in sword.
I don't think rubbing their nose in it really helps them.
So into the
It's too late. You have to catch
sword
them in the act.
group, you can add Corporal Gaston Whitmore,
Okay.
as well as Private Nara Stars tier.
NARA?
Yep.
Okay.
And Private Giddens.
Like, get well, getting's good.
GID space GIDDENS.
I spelled that right. Oh, I'm awesome. All right.
And then to the support forces, you can add Dalgor Ironheel. Would you like the names of the deceased?
DALGAR. What is it? Dalgar.
Dalgor
Gore.
Ironheel. So yeah, DALGOR. And then Ironheel. Like
Heal the island.
like they're like Achilles heel. But not.
Okay, well, I guess I have put a dead page somewhere. I guess put it back here. Deceased.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause we unfortunately might have to switch people from the.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, there was the two forms. One was actually decidedly shorter but stockier than the one that you looked at. That was Private Roridun Gal, RORIDUN
Mm-hmm.
GAL.
Okay.
And the taller, more delicate form was Knight Lieutenant Lady Fargalia Sirith. So FARGALIA
Mm-hmm.
SIRITH.
Okay. I have things. I didn't really put them in.
A
Wait.
couple people have attempted to move her horse towards the stables. It will not budge. and actually gets grumpy. And
This is like a job for a
when
druid.
they try and move
Yes.
it away from the cots.
It's probably morning.
It has been an hour or two since things quieted down.
I'm going to give me a second. Someday I'll write these down.
So did you want to talk to one of the others while she looks up the spell?
Well, kind of into shit.
So there's Nara and Stars here and Giddens, the two privates.
Yes,
Your major's got to have some privates.
yeah, happens sometimes.
Most of them. I hope.
All right.
Who's the
The one you were just talking to?
yeah.
Gaston Whitmore.
Whitmore. Okay. I pull a flask out of my belt and offer it to Whitmore.
You go, he takes a decent pull from it.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Claps him on the
Hands
shoulder.
it back, yeah.
Get some rest, soldier.
All right.
Was that hard to do? You touched someone.
No problem touching people. It's when they touch me.
Oh,
I have to touch people to cast
Is a
spell.
horse's
It
intelligence?
doesn't count because you're made of air, so whatever. What was that?
What is the intelligence of a horse?
Fire.
Usually about 1 or 2.
Okay.
Maybe
Probably
even
2.
3 is where you get into talking, though. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay, of course, it's Ed.
basic communication.
So I'm gonna use calm animal on the horse,
He seems vaguely less agitated.
and then
Horses have seen some shit too. We're gonna have to start a PTSD unit.
For
You guys
horses?
know that shit. Well, for horses and people who look at me. Everybody.
I can send them to a happy dimension. Take a vacation, horse.
Go right, double-headed foghorn.
I assume I can. I can transfer things to different dimensions. I assume I can pick the dimension I can throw them in.
There's somebody named Harmony and Purity. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to the horse.
All right then.
Ah, there you go.
So speak with animals.
Yep. Speak with animals.
Okay. What you get no reading. What do you say? Or there's no.
It's like, hey, buddy, what happened? Are you okay? Answer.
Oh, you like the other one. Okay.
Can you tell me what happened to your?
So we're just here, nay, 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 basically.
Yeah.
We're just naying.
It's a trend in
Yes.
these games.
Somebody's
Can the
gonna-
badger
animals
talk
now.
also?
It's usually
To the
people
horse?
talking with animals and the rest of it.
Sort of.
Wait, what?
I feel it's her and her badger and the horse, and they're having
Yes.
a conversation.
Like a heart to heart.
Oh, he's like, we were coming back from patrol, and after whatever it was went up, stuff started coming back down. A few things hit me, but one thing got her on the head really bad. But she was still okay. And as we tried to get away, I guess they tried to heal her, but it wasn't enough. So there she is.
What? People keep saying that stuff was falling, but what was it? Was it rocks? Was it just debris?
Rocks,
Was it?
wood, pieces of metal. I don't know. We tried getting away once stuff started getting big enough that it did that much damage.
And did you see what the things were? The humans are saying vulture-like things. Do you know or recognize
Yeah, they
them?
look like big giant vultures, like human-sized vultures.
Okay.
Well, you're kind of human. Well, yeah. Not like his kind of human, and he sort of noses towards the dwarf.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He doesn't know it's a dwarf. It's just another human.
Sometimes you humans get upset when I mention things like that. Yeah.
The horse is learning about races.
All right. Well, do you want to come into the stable and get some rest, or do you want to? What do you want to do right now?
I'm staying here.
Okay. Do you want me to bring you anything?
No.
Okay.
Does he understand
What?
that she's not waking back up?
Oh God.
Because I can listen to what you're saying.
You too, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my whole deal.
Yeah.
We've got all the languages.
So.
What? You speak animal?
I have all the.
Do you have polyglot?
She's communing.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but.
But it's not like we're
It's a
speaking.
magical
It's not
nature
a
against it.
language.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But
it's-
still.
Yeah.
Does it know?
Like,
Gotta break that news.
do you know she's not coming back? The badger's like, "What are you doing? Don't upset the horse." Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, see, he's a smart horse.
Okay.
I could tell when it happened yesterday.
It happened yesterday.
Yeah, they weren't able to do enough, and she slipped away.
Okay. Yesterday. All right.
Let's see here.
So that would mean that our thing with the bullets and their thing with whatever these things were probably happening at the same-ish time.
Well, this was 2 days. This was two. So their attack, the attack on them happened 2 days ago because that's how long it took them to limp over. The bullets hit the day before.
Mhm.
So a little after.
Okay, so our thing happened a little bit after their thing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I will leave you here, and I will let everybody know to leave you be.
Thank you.
And when you're ready, stables will be ready for you.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. What's your name, horse?
Cupcake.
Thank you, Cupcake. We appreciate your help.
Don't make horse.
Turns around like, everybody leave this horse alone. He wants
I'm
to
not
be
telling you what his name is though, because it's somber right now, and
he wants to be exactly where he is. Don't try to move him.
a bunch of people are actually about to be like, and they're like, all right, she's a major now. What's wrong then? Yeah. You got the bark that says so. All right.
Come back, sauntering over. Horse doesn't know anything. Horse saw the same thing everybody else did.
Shit falling from the sky.
Stuff
Bullshit
exploded. But he says that they were big vultures. Human-y sized vultures, as far as he could tell.
All right. Well, that's the same stuff that everybody else is giving us.
Yeah, which is what I just said.
Yep. So, let's let him be. Let him rest.
Bye, horse.
Regroup. Nothing makes sense. None of it makes any sense. Is my weird cursed amulet doing anything yet?
No. Still warm, still heavy.
Oh, weird. All right.
Something is rotten in the kingdom of Denmark. I said that to a customer the other day, and they did not know what I was talking about. It's like, it's from Hamlet. I was making it. I'm sorry. Never mind. Yeah, but I can show you where the book that this comes from is in our store. Please buy a book before you leave today.
And then read it.
Yeah.
You do know how to read, right?
Hopefully.
Sometimes I really wonder with some of the people that come in our store.
Why are they even there if they can't read?
Right?
Because they're selling the books they found because
Oh, I
they think they're
get
going to
it.
get money for them.
Yep.
They're
But
there
they're
for
not.
the monies.
All right. Well,
A lot of people also collect books for whatever reason and never read them.
It makes them look smart when they put them on shelves.
Made of rich mahogany.
I still need to read some of my books, and I'm very upset about that. I have not read these books.
I have a couple that I haven't read.
I actually was very upset with my uncle when I started reading his books. I was like, "Oh, have you read this one or that one?" Which were on a shelf. He's like, "No, I haven't gotten around to it. I read the first one, but I need to read those." And I thought that was the dumbest thing that he hadn't read them. And I'm like, no, I got fucking book that I read. How do you fix that? Anyway,
It should be coming.
I know.
All right. So
I'm reading fucking fanfic. I'm like, what am I? What? Really?
let's let them rest, clean up the chaos, and give them space. I really
And don't touch the horse.
and don't touch the horse. We need to figure out where this den.
This bad juju is coming from.
Yes.
Is Norrison still around?
No, he's headed back in, but Grok is nearby.
Excuse me.
That's the wiry, gangly, tall, blonde dude.
Mm-hmm.
The half orc that doesn't look like a half orc.
No, because he's not a half orc.
What was it?
Is he a half orc?
Yeah, he was the gangly blonde half orc. That's
Yeah,
It took after his other
you're right.
familial.
Right, you're right.
yeah.
What was his rank? Officially, I don't have the.
He's knight captain. He's like right below.
Thank you. Captain,
Mm-hmm.
morale is already low around here, so we're gonna have to think of a statement to give the men because word is going to spread around camp, and if people start to murmur about what happened to the other camp, I'm afraid this will greatly hurt the troops' morale and their ability to respond to crisis that we may or may not have to face.
Do we have a bard? Is there someone who can sing a morale song?
A morale song.
Well,
Is that a
don't look
thing?
at me.
Do you have Musette's phone number?
Right?
She was an amazing bard.
Everybody will fall asleep.
By accident.
You just put everybody to sleep.
We'll put it like sleeping
Sleep.
Everyone will sleep. We'll figure everything out. And then wake them all back up again.
It was just a bad drink, guys. Everything's fine.
You notice the priest, still in his night robes with his boots, is sitting on the edge of the cot with the much shorter form, and sort of just has his hand on the shoulder of the other young man who's just sort of sitting there despondently.
Oh.
I don't have any of this. You go do it.
I have the feelings. I do not have the ability to interact.
That seems to be
I don't
what's
have the feelings, but I can interact.
It seems to be happening right now.
Yeah.
You see that
Yes.
this is what's going on.
I feel like I would just say very inappropriate things because I don't understand.
As you're sort of talking this
I
to
feel this is
Grok, you notice.
Like, why so sad? Be happy. The sky is bright.
You notice
blue.
Dorok
It's still blue, just not right now.
has actually sort of stationed himself there, just by the cots, in case they need anything or unless
Counseling. Blah, blah,
Is-
blah.
or because they have beds and stuff in the barracks already. Like they're like, yeah, you can stay in this one. There's open bunks. It's cool, but they're all sort of just decompressing here right now.
Yeah.
Well, we won't rush them into service. Let them take their time.
But we gotta figure out what's going on.
And Grok is like, we're with your permission, we'll set up a table out here for breakfast mess, and then no more than 4 are allowed to dine with them, but we encourage a few, just so it's
Yes, so they're not completely secluded.
at Norlison's suggestion.
Yes.
Perfect.
Sounds
At the
fine.
same time, there needs to be some seclusion because they're going to get bombarded with questions, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to want to relive this
And
20,
more
50
times.
times. Yes.
Is there gonna be some sort of service for the dead?
Should be.
actually, yes, Father Plinth will, with the assistance of Grim, will take the deceased for preparations and We will lay them to rest. We haven't really planned a plot for that sort of thing yet, as this is a fairly new fortress.
Well,
So we will.
no time like the present.
Mhm.
Let's
All right.
encourage the survivors to attend to, just for closure's sake. They might say no, but it's.
All the
it's a
horse will
good
be
thing.
there. All right. Well, that seems like all we can really do for tonight. I'm gonna go back and sit on my wall. See what happens.
Clink, clink.
Yeah.
Clink. Come on.
Give me something.
They just suddenly vanish. Like, well,
That doesn't help.
I feel like that's something I normally do. It's just this time
Yeah.
it didn't smell like sulfur,
no
and you're
fire,
like, shit.
though.
9 dudes who
I
looks like
expect she'll come
Halloween
back.
Grim Reaper. So you need to throw that into a mouth.
Nah. I'm fine.
No, we're just gonna kick your butts instead.
Right.
All right. Well, good night.
Bye.
Go sit on my wall.
I will be around. Let us know if there's any sort of new development or anything we can assist with.
Absolutely. So, as you guys disperse, daybreak has occurred. It's early morning. There's light in the sky.
I sit up. Where am I?
I'm like so amused because we just
Still
did
on the wall?
daybreak for a while. I was like, oh no! Oh wait, I'm not a vampire.
All right.
It's
Okay.
all right.
Oh,
We're good.
okay.
One game. Okay.
This is okay. We need this.
Little reflex.
I just felt this little
Just
like.
to remember how long we've been playing fucking vampire.
No. Oh, okay. Let's look at this one. Okay.
I can see sunrise.
Oh no! Final death.
Yes, what you call it? Good job, John. Okay. It appears Giddens and Stars Tier have availed themselves of the barracks. Whitmore and Iron Heel seem to have posted themselves at either side of the bodies, and there's a couple other troops who are helping gather the cots to move them into behind the headquarters, that sort of thing. Dorok is no longer there, as it seems. He's no longer quite needed. Father Plinth and Grim are both there, sort of working with the bodies a bit and helping start to move them back behind headquarters to the back of the encampment. Still nothing from the amulet.
Still on the wall.
Yep. Another day has broken. Oh, and as the bodies are carried, Cupcake follows them off into the back.
Poor Cupcake.
Cupcake? What cupcake? Are there cupcakes? I would like to eat one.
I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
I promised. Sort of. It was an unspoken agreement.
That you would not out him. So in those terrible fanfics I'm reading, there's an undead who has a steed named Blueberry. And you're like, yes! I don't know why, but yes. Anyway. Cool.
Didn't I send some sort of woodland creature to go send a message to somebody?
Yeah, you sent a squirrel or a pigeon or a hawk or a sparrow, something.
Something
I think it was a sparrow.
It was,
No, it was a squirrel.
I
Because
think
you have a thing for squirrels. Oh no, was it a bird? You sent a creature.
Was
yes.
there nuts involved?
I want to say it was a squirrel.
yeah, I think it
No, it was
was.
worms. Because you had to dig up a worm.
I don't remember taking it.
Right, and
I should have written this shit down.
and
Why don't I
then,
write these things down?
Tumblefoot, what's his name? Padfoot? No.
Tumblefoot
Tumblefoot
is the badger.
Tumblefoot was acting all emo and shit.
Being like, I want worms.
It was my word. Right?
Yeah. It was definitely a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you sent him to Dagger? No.
To-
Shield
It was about that
to learn more about
gigantic thing we killed, I think.
The centipede?
Yes.
Was it?
you
No, because it
were
was
there-
after that.
You were giving him some other intel. I don't remember what it was.
God, why didn't I write that down?
I was under the impression
I don't
that
remember
they
this stuff
tasked
happening.
us with talking about the centipede because it came up.
When was this? 2 weeks ago? Or
Well,
last session? Session before that?
a couple games ago.
Yeah, it was a couple games. I didn't fucking write it down because I'm
Yeah, that was
dumb.
over a month ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
4/19/2015.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Yeah, that it's mentioning the princess. There was a lot of days going by.
It was after the carriage thing because that's after we got the camp.
Okay, we got the sword. Blah blah blah. The Scrivener's barbecue. Oh yeah, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't write it down. I don't remember what it was about. Damn it. Way to go, Megan.
Let's check the tape.
Yeah, I sent some sort of creature, probably a bird, to somewhere with a message about something.
Wow.
So helpful.
I don't think. What's the last one?
I thought we were already in Sword, though, when you sent it.
Yeah, no, we were at the fortress, but now I can't remember what it what it pertained to,
Yeah.
and I didn't fucking write it down because I'm dumb.
Because we're really smart.
Magical wizard.
All of
I'm
us.
a big kid.
I was going more Blue's Clues, but
I know.
I'll take that, too.
Anyway,
I
sorry.
feel weird that
No,
I
it's
don't
fine.
have it either. I write almost everything. I write weird stuff.
So as the day moves on a bit, it seems that the priest and his assistant stay behind the headquarters. Dorok actually brings them food from morning mess. The rest of the soldiers, though, do eat breakfast with the rest in the mess hall. The table didn't appear to be necessary,
Mhm.
as once the bodies have been started with.
I see it.
the
I see it.
process. Oh,
What did I do?
It was a woodpecker named Wilson. Wait, no, it just said deliver a message. Damn it! I don't say what it is.
So we can
The soldiers don't seem convinced that the woodpecker will make it.
So they send their
That's-
own dude, don't they?
That
That's
was
about
important
it.
to know. The soldiers didn't think it was going to make it. More so than what the fuck that message was.
Yeah.
Woodpecker.
Let me see. We tell Jordan in barracks that we killed the Titan centipede, and he tells Captain Johns. They want to get the rest of the body, but it was knife territory. So you sent that to ask Knife whether you could get the rest of the body for wherever you guys
It
are.
was about that centipede.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was about the centipede.
Okay. Well, now that's solved.
Because they needed to get the carcass out of there.
Yeah.
Not much to do with our current predicament, I think.
Which was probably a pain in the butt at this point, because by the time they got to it,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was all
probably
rotten.
like a
Well,
tight
yeah, 'cause it
ball
was
of-
Oh, right.
Already curling into a
It was like a tight ball
ball
of
when I was
cake.
messing with it.
it's now just a giant iron bowling ball with chunks out of it that sort of keeps rolling down.
Slowly.
Slowly but surely.
Always like walking so. Feels like I'm
Going
going
down
down.
Just leave it there. It's like
All right.
that's done. Eventually, it's gonna roll over one of the cams because we didn't take care of this shit.
I say we.
Schrodinger's Titan centipede.
Not
Is
dead
it
or alive.
causing devastation?
They're
if we
both
can't
dead
hear
or
it?
alive.
I don't know about it.
Yes.
All right. There should be. I don't want to go. I want to go look where the first motherfucker disappeared. But what I want to do is I want to go into this forest where these
You want snacks?
Sure.
There's
Not for you.
I understand for the cat.
snacks.
My favorite.
I'm
No,
not.
no.
Skin and coat care. I need some.
I didn't want to say anything.
I just wasn't sure what that look
But,
meant. It was kind of like,
Yes, I will feed them to our Stockholm kitty. I Stockholm that cat. Let's be honest.
She's siding with her captors.
She totally is. And when Amanda tries to like rough with her, she has like no patience. But the moment I do, she's like, "All right, I'm happening." Yeah, I've Stockholm this cat. All right. Now I want to go find where the creatures are nesting and see what's going on with the creatures because something is fucking with the creatures.
Yeah, let's.
like creatures, all the things, like the
As
bullets
in
and the strix
the
and all that
bullets
stuff.
and the strix and the dragons and
Drakes.
I think they're dragons.
I know you think they're dragons. I'm just going to correct you every time.
I know my creatures.
But would all these things be
Right.
nesting in the same place?
Demon, badger, dragons.
I don't know a lot, but as far as I know, these things are more savage than organized, and that seems like an awful lot of organization.
They're more savage and organized. Most of these things don't travel in packs.
Yes.
Yeah, they're attacking us in groups. Something is fucking with the animals.
Somebody sent those
Could they just be summoning all of them?
Yeah, but none of
things
them were
towards
dead.
us as well.
No, I know, but I was making a Lord of the Rings.
It was not a random.
Sorry.
No.
It was bad.
No.
What was it?
She said
No,
it
I
was
just
a
said
name.
it's the necromancer.
Oh yeah, because
It's Sauron.
because saying the nameless one sounds silly. Yeah.
Yes.
Voldemort?
So
Yes.
yes.
No, that's you who shall not be named.
Those things we killed yesterday were sent this way. I'm convinced of
And
that.
they reeked of magic.
Where were they
Yeah.
sent from?
Well, that's what we want to
Figure
find
that
That's what
out.
I'm trying to
we-
figure
we
out.
don't know
I want to
yet,
know what
but-
their territories are.
Do you remember what section they came from, or what direction?
They came
I
right at
believe
us
so,
from
because
the,
they
from the
attacked
front
one of
gate.
the walls.
Western wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's head west.
It's the same direction these guys came from.
Exactly.
So some shit's going down in this forest somewhere between sword
and
and
them.
spear.
Should we leave some commands for these people to be prepared for the aerial assault that is probably coming?
Well, they seem to have aerial defenses.
Yeah.
They didn't sound confident.
Well, no, but
And or
I will
sheltered?
take not confident over it. Well,
Or entirely operational. They
Shit's
said they
falling
had
from
some
the
gliders,
sky.
but not
because otherwise, I don't think we have a lot of options.
Well, then
because you
Unless-
haven't seen it. You haven't seen these devices, so they're not dealing with
non-crazy
them.
people
Right.
stay underground. Crazy people use these devices.
Says the
We
woman
should-
made of pure air.
Yeah.
We should inspect
Hey, I can
these
fly.
devices.
We should also tell them to keep working on developing them because it looks like we might actually need them.
Yeah, if I see them, I'm just gonna think
Where's-
this
where's
nostril is wings.
Unless there's a
Not real.
wing of dragon riders I'm not aware of
If you
that we
summon
have
for him,
stacked in
a
one
traffic
part
is
of this
running off,
camp.
and he comes walking over. He's like, "Yes,
Maps of the area.
absolutely." In the headquarters, in the map in the war room.
Thank you.
And so you guys
Wander
step
off.
towards headquarters.
Yes.
Let's go do that.
Question.
But
I don't remember what knowledge dungeoneering pertains to.
it's a pseudo specific knowledge when you're like in underground spelunking and dungeoning.
Yeah.
And so it deals with a lot of magical aberration creatures. So stuff that isn't normal.
Yeah.
And shit that happens in dungeons.
Wouldn't that be most of us? No.
Yeah.
Like you can end up like
I'm a
using
dungeon
it. For
creature.
example, like if you're in an area, you can be like, okay, so we're in this room. These guys need a water source. What's the most like like just like
Okay.
dungeon building as well as creatures that dwell like underground.
Okay. I was looking at it and I couldn't remember what it does.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Here you go. Knowledge, dungeoneering, aberrations, caverns, oozes, spelunking.
Spelunking. Anyway, war rooms.
Caving.
Shall we go? All right, looking at the maps.
They are frustratingly sparse.
Because they're still,
It's very detailed,
Yeah.
it's still the Wild West in here.
and there is a dot some miles to the north where rough mountainous terrain has been drawn in
Mhm.
that says Strix.
I don't.
I'm assuming that's one of the things you're looking for.
Yeah.
What other sort of details are you looking for? Knowledge geography?
Yeah.
I have that.
Or just a straight int check, just to see if anything jumps out at you?
I don't suppose any of you have any
26.
cartography
Geography.
experience.
So it's got sort of a Heart of Darkness,
No.
Well,
I got 12.
Black Heart of Africa vibe.
I'll
Mhm.
As
have
the farther south the forest is drawn, it's just
That sounds really boring, actually.
I'll have to
Big
take
spot,
it then, I
shadowy
suppose.
spot.
where nothing's filled in. They assume it's more forest.
The reason I'm saying that is if we can get a copy of what we do have, I
Mhm.
can try to keep. I'm no cartographer, but I can try to make some rough notes as to what we encounter along the way, so we.
There is a staked out map next to the sand table that has more detail filled in than these maps,
Mhm.
but they only go out as far as a day's patrol worth. And there's not much of note other than a few ponds and a stream and some dens that they found of more mundane creatures, some bears and whatever.
Yeah, I hunt for another copy.
On the
Map
larger
makers
maps,
bring-
though, there is a ferry circle somewhere northwest of Shield. So if you do a couple days ride out northeast,
Yeah, but the problem is they don't want us gone for more than a day.
No, I forgot about that.
it sounds like it might. Well, you're the commander, so you don't know. So whatever you want. There's a similar sparse filled-in vibe as you head towards the mountainous area, but do you mention that or sort of mutter about it at all, or
Yeah.
it's that there, other than the Titan centipede, nothing really badder than the dragons
Mhm.
has ever really been encountered.
Yeah.
Coming
That's
from either direction.
annoying.
Well, because they said that, like, before this, everything had been, like, really quiet, like nothing had really happened.
Yeah,
And
they,
then
they know
suddenly
they
shit
know
hit
it's
the fan.
dangerous out here,
Mhm.
but thankfully most things are intelligent enough predators that they realize that there's a present danger here and not worth taking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who draws the maps?
I'll do it.
No, I was gonna like the actual person.
Mm.
So I guess the scribe would be the closest. So that's gridded. Yeah.
Is he about?
Yeah. He usually does a normal day.
Okay.
So it's past lunch. He's in there. And he's actually notating the events from last night.
Gridded?
Gridded. Garmo gritted.
Yes. Gridded.
Yes.
Do you have a moment?
Yes.
Can you copy this to something more handheld?
I believe so. Take me a few days if I'm not a day if you need it post haste.
That would be awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good job, sir.
You notice there if you look over it all, there's quite a bit more text than you would have thought
Mhm.
about what occurred last night.
Pick it up, read it.
All right. You notice that testimonies were actually taken from all of them.
Uh-huh.
Just grab it from him.
He
It's like a big
wasn't doing it. He was doing what I told him to do. It was open.
It's like a big old line.
Account was more or less verbatim.
Mhm.
There's mention of the horse being granted free reign of the
Area?
of the area without intrusion.
Okay.
Stars tier apparently heard nothing but screaming and saw large humanist vultures from her vantage point as part of the patrol. Gibbons reportedly saw fire leap from the walls, got hit on the head, and woke up the next day as Gaston carried him through the woods.
Okay.
And then when questioned further about the nature of the creatures, Corporal Ironheel noted, called them quote unquote demons. And when asked further, mentioned that it was odd that maybe they weren't, as they had nature magic like vines and growth.
They didn't have nature
But
magic.
they did have nature magic, which is what made them weird. Because he said they were demons, but they had nature magic.
Is that usually common? Do you know anything about Strix?
Demons are generally unnatural.
27.
Which knowledge?
Nature.
If she's doing nature, I'm doing planes.
Okay. Planes. There are many different things that can manipulate vines and growth and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You actually, how much would that be? What's your knowledge of nature?
I rolled a 17.
I can do that. So anything that can become a ranger or druid can do that. So sounds like it locks in. That page makes me go. Okay. What was your check on the planes?
27.
You've actually heard of a couple demons who have stuff like that.
Okay.
Where there's thorny vines and weird growths of things, but
Nothing that sounds vulture-like.
actually something that you might remember. Maybe if
Okay.
you consult with someone else, you'll tag that. But no, not maybe.
Okay. So I need another summoner or another.
Someone else who's versed in extraplanar creatures to
Not me.
verify or not verify.
Not that
Okay.
you were going to ask me or anything.
I know you don't know.
I'm just going to go blow over here.
He testy today. I'm the one that didn't get any sleep.
All
right.
She said blow and she said testing.
I know.
Sure.
Roommates for life. All right. Leon,
Yes.
keep an eye on.
What do you know about God?
Well, I hope you have 10 seconds.
Can you spare a minute of your time to hear about the war?
No. All right. See what you and Griddick.
Gridded? Sure.
Griddick can do with this. Do whatever you were doing. I'm gonna go find. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
The badge is all like,
Being awesome.
If you had thumbs.
Yeah. And claws.
Yeah, and
yeah, it's
gloves.
just like,
Yes.
question? Why do you have a mustache?
Why not? Do what you were doing. She's blown off somewhere. I'm gonna go find someone else who has knowledge of planes.
You hear me echo from a distance.
what
Go
you do.
ask
Like,
support
you
forces.
do
Do what you need to do. I don't know what's going on with you guys.
Go ask the support forces. I
Thank you.
That's what it
float over
was.
I float over to the support forces.
All right, so I'm on the hunt for.
Question real quick.
Ah.
Oh wait, I wasn't there. I wasn't listening.
No, I'm on the hunt for cleric or someone that has plenty of
I need a
knowledge.
young priest or an old priest. I don't care.
Need a priest,
Preferably a young one. Hey.
preferably.
A female one.
Yeah.
Father Plinth and his
Hopefully,
assistant
when we get covered in
Dagobert
geese,
were behind the headquarters prepping the bodies.
What an inopportune time. All right, on my way.
Just gonna wait. I have questions.
For the person who needs charisma to use magic, I have none. I just don't care.
Well, you know, it might be all presence and no tact.
Yeah, exactly. Have none. Who cares?
I'm pretty much pretty without
Don't care about other people.
substance, so.
I don't got time for other people's
Quite
feelings.
the opposite, yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
And
You
I
have all
head back
charisma,
there.
right?
I have charisma,
And,
but average at best intelligence.
like a charisma heavy group.
You hear
Yeah.
as you
I'm
walk around the
mostly-
corner, you hear this.
Dexterity is
Right.
mostly.
You hear dice rolling?
7.
I think you have 14
Fine.
charisma, and I think that's as low as it goes here. It's needed
2.
for casting.
Ah, okay.
And I need it for.
Well, because I need wisdom for casting.
2.
Right.
I don't need
Really?
I need my swashbuckling shit.
And
and charisma.
You hear this as you come around as you turn around the corner, you see Grim and Father Plinth
Throwing craps.
playing a little game of dice.
That's pretty fun.
And I'm like, and they both look up and they go, "Hello."
Darn it. No, I wish
I
I was there.
require your counsel.
Father Plinth stands up and nudges Grim, and Grim passes him a couple coins and bucks them, and he goes, he goes,
Are they playing this like by the bodies?
Yeah.
"Not yes."
Yes.
They're rolling it
there,
like on the
they're-
body.
They're done.
Yeah.
Then they
They're
roll a
ready.
line of
And now they're
coke.
playing
And
craps.
They're fine.
Okay.
I like to
but
imagine they're playing Yahtzee.
There's
Right.
obviously something happening. Yeah. And so it's like, how may I be of service?
How are your knowledges on the different planes?
Decent. It's not my particular focus, but
Is there someone else who has a better focus?
no.
Awesome. So I was thinking about these things and explains the perennial creature with the vines and the thorns. Does this ring a bell?
See. What's your knowledge planar score?
My bonus score?
What's your total score? Or how many
11?
ranks do you have in it?
Well,
Ranks plus
4.
He's all like, I've heard of some of that stuff, but like I only really know the bigger ones like Baylor's.
Yeah, well, everybody knows those.
Yeah, well that's kind of, I didn't train to fight him. I'm sorry, my things are
going around being a tease.
I know.
I'm a follower of I'm more of a follower of Caden Kalane.
Okay.
Or who's is that him? Basically he's a rogue god, or like
Yes, I know
he's a
exactly.
bard god.
Yeah.
He's
Useless to me.
so you're like so you deal with luck and something or other, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right,
All right.
that's interesting.
Give a look to
Grim,
Brim. Any help?
I forget. He's what does he do? He's like, I'm studying under him, so if he doesn't know, I'm sorry.
The mages might know.
Library.
Might need to.
Should be in the officers' quarters.
Turn and go.
Maybe that wizard is still in his nightgown.
After, or do you bolt, or do you just?
Well, I just walk away.
Okay, yeah. After
Bam, right there.
after a respectable moment. 5. You're cheating. Nope.
You cheat, Doctor. You cheat.
My God smiles upon me.
Fucking
I cheat
short
very
row.
little. You cheat very big.
You're right. So yeah, you head to the to the thing, and you go in the thing, and you find the library, and it's 2 bookshelves. They're packed. They're end to end, but it's not extensive.
Anything I could ever find useful?
Maybe. Do me a perception check. You find a book that's more evangelical than practical.
Is there a clerk?
Yes, there are winged devils that come in the night and
Once again, is there a clerk?
steal your soul through. No, because it's part of
With
like
sex.
it's part of like it's a multi-purpose room.
Yeah.
So
Mages.
That's where I am.
Turn and go.
What you want? What?
Oh, I was just gonna say that, like maybe I could go outside.
Sun yourself.
No, like check out the like the area where we were fighting the things yesterday, and like go into the forest a little bit, and like
See what's going on.
Isn't
maybe-
there like a hot mage? I thought there was one that I thought was totally hot. I would be watching that
remember
guy.
that. I'm
Wait,
pretty
through,
sure.
guys. One of them's hot.
That's where I am. I am watching the hot mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fit it in.
So you like come into the support forces area, and I'm just creepily spying on a hot dude. That's what's happening.
Yeah, he's actually talking to Simper, and they appear to be sharing notes out of their spell books. Viddy's is considerably smaller than Simper's, and she seems frustrated that he has no studying ethic at all.
I don't have a spell book, so I'm just like,
Um,
can I just like hop over there? What are you guys looking at?
He keeps trying to copy spells out of my spell book, and they don't seem to stick. And I keep trying to copy spells out of his, and they don't work for me, and that's frustrating, even though they're
I don't have
very
to read.
elementary.
It just happens.
Yeah, Viddy's like, neither do I. I mean, like, some of them I learned from this, but once I got it, I got it. So, like, scrolls and stuff I don't really worry about. I just read them and they're gone.
You're just different types of mages. So what do you guys know about demons and stuff?
I don't know. I'm not descendant of one. As far as I can tell, my background's different. I think it's draconic.
Oh.
Oh, was he the other?
Mine's elemental.
He's a mage.
I know, but I mean,
He's a sorcerer.
is he the other tiefling?
There's a handful of them, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
He's not one.
not that I remember.
No. Well, I assumed if he was talking about his druidic heritage.
No. Well, the mechanic is that all sorcerers have a
Yeah.
have a
Bloodline.
Have a bloodline.
I'm basically part sorcerer.
There's an orc one.
Any ideas, Megan?
What?
Anything good?
Oh no, I was just looking at. I was gonna go out
An investigate.
and investigate. I'm gonna go ranger a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ranger.
I'm gonna go ranger.
What do you want
Turn
to? What do you
What do you
seeking?
want to range?
Free range?
Ranger's gonna
Yeah,
be.
me and Tomafoot are gonna go out and see if we can like tell maybe where the bullets came, like where the bullets came from, because we know what the direction they attacked us from.
There's probably still tracks all over the place.
Yeah, see where they came from.
Yeah,
See
give
if
me,
there's anybody out there who can give us some info.
Give me a survival check.
As this is all happening, I'm just hanging around with the scribe. It's like, so maps, huh? Yep. Maps.
Yep.
We're waiting for the. What are we, majors?
Yes.
Yes.
Major Aurelia. He made you get this abundant by the end of the day. So if you could just sit there quietly, that'd be great.
Yep. Well, as he's working on transcribing the map,
Yeah.
I'll ask him questions about because never done this shit before.
Yeah.
And just so we try to do this
You
accurately.
made a mess.
Uh-oh.
So first of all, you clean up all of this now.
Okay.
26.
And secondly, the next time you want
Yeah, they're
something,
pretty easy to track
clean
as
out
they
and
apparently did the fin up thing through a good swath of the woods. The trek is southwesterly, mostly west, or rather, yes, mostly from the west, but it does cant off to the south a bit.
What is, who's making chocolate milk? Destiny, finish making chocolate
You
milk.
could easily follow that track for a good few miles. Do you go for about half a day? Or
Yeah, just enough to like get a good idea and then come back so that I'm not gone for too long.
it seems to even out into a straight westerly path, like it sort of comes down and then back over
Mm-hmm.
before you head back.
You all done in here?
You know?
Okay.
Alright, so.
You notice that one of them does link up with it from an extreme northern tact, so it's 2 and then 3.
The next time you want something to eat, you need to ask grandma before you start pulling everything out of the fridge, okay?
Okay. And are there any critters about that we can?
It's call animal, isn't it? To be like
Basic, yeah.
to
Yeah, it's called
Disney
animal.
princess that.
Yeah, use your Disney princess powers.
Yeah, but no, but yeah. We've been watching a lot of Little Britain lately. That's exactly what. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
Druid spell. I think it's.
I don't like you. You look funny.
I love you.
The little orange kitten tried to sneak up for breakfast.
We can't let the cat out because we already let him out for like a lot of times.
Okay.
So did we get that call animal, or we're checking out what it
I'm
does?
trying to find the.
All right, let me come back to the lizards.
Yeah,
It
go
might
back
be
to
in
them
your-
while
it might be
I.
in your abilities. I forget.
Oh yeah.
So what do they know about demons?
Yep.
Yeah, Viddy's like, ah, but Simper's like, oh, demons? Oh yeah, no, they're fascinating. Most of their stuff is like pseudo divine, so there's not a lot of room unless I want to branch out into some more esoteric arts. What do you? Or so you're like, well, these exhibited these traits. What is it?
Yeah, I pretty much like asked him, well, you've heard about the recent stuff with Spear and these strange vulture-like humans that have kind of nature-ish abilities, which was kind of odd.
She's like, I don't know. The closest thing I could think of would be like succubi or incubi, as they're winged, but those are usually naked and have like bat wings typically.
Well, that's not really vulture-y.
No.
Oh well. There's no one else around here that would know anything?
Well, if they're natural, then you might want to ask the other major who has the badger friend. Or,
Oh, she's already out scouting.
or maybe some of the other support forces like Corporal Crida or Fridfreya, as they're definitely more in tune with this sort of thing.
And
Although maybe
wait,
not
Freda?
maybe not so Crida, as he's more town hunty as opposed to technology.
Okay, thanks.
Any luck?
I don't see anything that lets me like call animals to me.
How did we get the squirrel, or how did we get the woodpecker?
I don't remember.
I think he was just around. You were like, hey.
I think I just shouted at it like, "Hey, woodpecker!"
Yeah.
Oh, is
Oi,
it- you turn on-
woodpecker.
Yeah.
Was it charm animal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used
too.
that, but that
I mean, that just.
I mean, that
means
just it was
yeah.
just there.
You need something available to be able to use that.
So you probably just use nature to find an animal and then talk to it.
yeah, because I just there's nothing really that calls animals.
And you got wild empathy.
Yeah, nature bond. Well, but my nature bond is that I have tumblefoot.
Yeah.
I can detect if there's creatures.
So you walk with the animals and talk with the animals and try to speak and squawk with them.
Yes.
Alright, so let's see. Squawk.
Because the speak with animals spell just says you can communicate with animals, so it doesn't have any specifics really.
Evens mammal, odds bird, even. Okay, so it's a mammal. Bigger the number, the bigger the creature.
It's going to be really huge. That would be amazing.
All right. You find a raccoon wandering about. No, a possum.
Oh, there it is.
And
Now, is it an opossum or is it like one of the normal possums, so like a cute fluffy one?
a normal possum.
All right, cool.
All right.
I still think opossums are cute, but regular possums are cuter.
Do you attempt to stealthily approach it, or do you just like stroll up and you're like, "Yo, possum"?
Yeah. Hey, possum.
It startles a bit and goes, "Oh!" I apologize. What? Can we eat it?
No, please don't eat the
It's
possum.
already dead. I can eat it.
It's not dead.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's faking.
I know it's fake,
I
but he deserves it.
Goes up and kind of gives it a little.
It's like,
Tumblefoot is like,
I won't stop. I won't stop until you're. I won't stop until you're not dead. I know you're not dead. I won't stop until you wake up and talk to me.
No, I'm dead. You can't stop that.
Its little legs
What do you
starts.
do? Yeah. Not the tickles. Not the tickles. Not the tickles. Stop it. I'm dead. Stop that.
You're not dead. I have a question for you.
What? You're gonna eat me.
No, no one's gonna eat
You're
you.
gonna tickle me and then eat me. You're weird.
No one's gonna eat you. I'm only tickling you.
He said he was gonna eat me.
He won't eat you. He won't eat you.
Try me. That's Tumblefoot.
Would you stop? You're not helping. So, we've noticed that, like, things have been weird in this forest lately.
Yeah, people coming up to dead possums and tickling them.
Besides that, like, things are acting.
Stab myself.
Don't do that.
That's not healthy.
Things are acting weird. Like stuff that doesn't normally travel in groups is traveling in groups, and things that are normally not organized are getting
Those land
organized.
sharks came through a couple days ago. Those were weird.
Yeah, right. Those were weird. Do you know anything about that?
I ran far away when those came through.
Do you know anything about any other weird stuff that's been going on? Like there was a giant centipede and
What? Where?
not around here. It was away, but
And he seems confused.
but you know that things are weird, right? Like it feels weird to you?
Yeah.
Do you know someone who
This
does
is
know
kinda
about
weird. There's a lot more humans coming through, and like you're like, yeah.
do you know someone who might know about the weird stuff that's going on?
She really wants us to pay attention. She wants anyone to pay attention.
It's almost your birthday, Megan. The children know.
I'm aware.
If there was a creepy taint to them, I might have hope. Anyway, he's like, or it's like, no. I don't know. Yeah, he's like, My husband doesn't seem to think there's anything wrong with any of this. It's a female possum. It didn't read very well. 'Cause, meh. But yeah, no, we're waiting to have another pack of critters, and until then, we're
Just trying to survive out in the forest.
everyone seems to be in their dens a little more than normal, just because there's a lot more humans about. There was that fire a couple days ago.
What fire?
The one that came from where the land sharks came from.
Oh, right. That way.
But it didn't get very far in the forest. Apparently, it hit most of the humans. So, but you seem fine. You don't look singed at all.
Well, I'm not from there.
Besides, most people who tickle things aren't really burned all the time.
Wait, so do you just mean that the land sharks came from the direction of the fire, or did they come from where the fire was?
They come from the direction. I didn't go anywhere.
Okay, fine. Well, thanks, I guess, Possum.
I guess that was semi-helpful.
And no, you still can't eat it.
It does almost a slow Loris crawl up a tree, staring at Tumblefoot the whole time. And he gets to a certain point out on a branch that it feels confident that Tumblefoot couldn't get out there, and does the curl and drop thing. Still glaring at Tumblefoot.
All right, well, so far, every time we talk to somebody, then no one can help give us any information except for what we already know. There's got to be somebody out here that knows something.
No.
Is there an owl somewhere nearby? Owls always know things.
They're awake in the evening.
Try to find one that's wearing a little graduation hat.
Right.
A knowledgeable owl.
They're the smart ones.
It's got to have a monocle.
Well, if you try talking to a creature, you find a raccoon.
Hey, raccoon.
He's like, hey.
Is he a chill raccoon or?
No, he's wary.
So I was trying to talk to a possum. It wasn't much help. I'm wondering if you can be of help to me. So shit's weird in this forest, right? You've noticed.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea of where the weirdness is coming from or what might be causing the weirdness? I know there's a lot more people than there used to be, but outside of that, something extra weird. Or do you know of somebody who might know?
Yeah, maybe. There's a bear to the west. He apparently something tried to talk him into something, and he didn't much like it.
Yeah. Right.
So he's gone now.
The bear is gone, or the thing is gone?
Well, he went off to the south to get away from the thing.
This is exactly what we needed.
All right. Does the bear have a name?
I hadn't prepped a name for a bear.
Bear.
Maybe his name is Bear.
It's just Bjorn.
Boris, the bear.
Bjorn means bear.
No.
No.
You don't want alliteration?
Garfield.
I was going to say Gustav, but all right.
Gustav.
Garfield the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield it is, I guess.
Garfield, all right.
Yeah.
I'll show her now.
Now at least we have a name and we know who to look for. Do you know how far he's gone? Has he gone far away?
Where's Auntie?
Knock.
Can I talk to Auntie?
Knock. Go. No, yeah, he started traveling south a few days ago. I don't know how far he went. It's not winter, so he might have ranged a little ways, but
All right. bear named Garfield went south.
You have to track yourself a bear.
Let me just grab one.
All right. Well, thank you, Raccoon. Do you have a name?
Terrence,
Thank you, Terrence.
you got food?
Yeah, probably. Some sort of morsel. I don't know.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. He starts gobbling it down. He's like, "Do you have any more?"
Is there anything else that you can tell me?
No.
Then no, I'm sorry.
No.
You gotta earn it, Terrence.
My dad's name is Tyler.
He's trying.
Garfield is brown and fuzzy.
Thank you. That does actually help. I'm looking for a brown bear named Garfield that went south. So here, you can have a little bit more.
Tyler looks just like me, except his mask is a little wider.
Not helpful.
Good try again.
Tumblefoot says something.
Yeah. Fine, fatten him up, then I'll eat him.
You are not eating anybody. It's like, for the last time, Tumblefoot. Get your food when we get back.
He's like, it usually only rains on odd days.
I could have told you that.
Do you have any more food?
No. But thank you, Terrence. You were very helpful.
You really don't have any more food?
I really don't.
Okay. Bye.
Peace out.
I tried.
All right. So,
Bad. Found any new mages or anybody?
well, they mentioned to go check with the druids.
Yeah, but I was,
Oh, right. Druids.
that was her.
Oh yeah. You walk up on Vinny and
What is this with demons again?
and Zipper. And
Doing a family tree. What more do you need from me?
and they're actually sort of talking about things that they heard about myths concerning demons and succubi and that sort of thing, and if they manifest their traits or if they just look like whatever the most attractive thing is they can think of.
Yeah, I'm not here anymore because I went to talk
Yeah.
to Druids. Okay.
So you walk up on them and they're already talking about this.
Oh, good. Someone sounds like I know what we're talking about. Start it again.
There you go, yes, Major? And you start talking about the things and they're like, oh,
Sylvia.
Major Sylvia was just here asking me about humans, and that's kind of how we got started on that.
As you were. Doom.
You just leave. You don't even know where I went.
Oh, I can find you.
Oh. That's kind of okay.
Where's the airheadedness? That direction.
Right.
The air seems slightly lighter over
So you
here.
find her
Yeah.
up on a parapet near Wolfsepkris, who is a very Wolfsepkris Fridfred.
Make up names you can't even pronounce.
I didn't make up all of them. I sort of stole them.
Well, you have to come up with that many.
Yeah, I would be like, here's the name generator.
Okay.
There only be so many dudes named Gary.
It appears
Well,
to
there's a
be-
Carl. That was pretty simple.
And he appears to be meditating in his leather kilt.
He has a kilt on.
Ooh, a utility kilt. How very rugged of him.
Yes.
Unimpressed.
So I see Phillies and I'm like really loudly, I'm trying to decide when I should bother this meditating guy.
How about now? Hop. Tail.
He stands up and he's like, how may I help you?
Questions about a demon.
That has nature-y powers.
Be more the purview of Father.
Yeah.
We already.
No help.
Oh wait, I didn't. No,
Yeah.
she did that,
Yeah, no help.
and I talked to the mages, but they didn't know.
And the
either.
mages sent me to you. So,
Oh.
describes the demon I'm thinking of.
I mean, so far people were saying it's demons, but somebody who doesn't know magic said they were demons, so they might actually be nature things, which is why we're here.
He's like,
But I have this feeling it's this thing.
he's all like, no, as far as demons, I don't really know. I mean, there are some that exhibit nature-like powers, so you combat them, in woodlands and swamp areas, but mostly they're more lumbery and slower, sort of pervasive sort of things. Flying around and throwing stuff from the sky and setting off fireballs does not sound at all like
No, it
the
doesn't.
demons I've encountered. The only thing I could think of.
But
would
nothing
be-
is acting properly.
The only thing I could think of would be other creatures who are attuned to nature like we are, as I am, that are acting out aggressively.
Which is what I'm thinking.
Somebody's.
I think something is bewitching because when the bullets were here, they reeked of suggestional magic. Someone is out there telling these creatures to attack.
Yeah, but those were strange because I also looked them over with Craddock, and we both were of the opinion that they weren't necessarily suggested through. I'm guessing that's why you picked up on it, because it wasn't through nature suggestion.
It wasn't.
It was through arcane.
Yes.
And so that leads me to believe it's a more intelligent, humanish entity.
I agree, but
We're going in circles.
sits scratching her head with her tail. It's completely circled. There's nothing on this map. We're in the middle of just letting it out. In the middle of this place, nobody knows what's going on. No one.
Why don't we just go west already? Nobody here
The,
knows anything.
the sulfur smell comes back again. Just,
I blow some air in your direction.
So
I'm blowing the sulfur
maps,
the other way.
He sort of. I wouldn't pretend to give counsel to leadership, but perhaps an expeditionary force is called for, just to
which is what I
investigate
want to do.
beyond the walls.
So why don't we just do it? We're the leaders here, right?
So lunch has come and gone.
Yeah.
It is.
I ate my
into
one
late
grape.
Afternoon.
He went first.
Yes.
Mid-afternoon.
Aliena.
Aliena.
No,
sauntering
I
back
want to eat
into
that.
Into
That's
the
leavings.
fortress.
What direction was the clearing that the guy went to where he disappeared?
Due south.
Ha
Uh-huh.
You made a connection.
Yes.
Do you know more about cartography now, Leon?
So maps, huh?
One time
You
I
should
was
totally
playing
give him-
categories with Jeremy and his sister, and the category was one of the categories was things on a map, and the letter was C, and I said cartography, and Julie tried to say it didn't count. I was like, bitch, it's exactly what's on a map.
I would have counted that.
Right.
What did she want? Compass rose?
I don't remember. Oh, kitty.
No, yeah, please.
I'm gonna turn on the big fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, I found out something today.
more than we did.
So I
Hopefully.
you
see
know?
that these two are up on a parapet with a guy in a kilt who, after a few moments, he sort of
Is he an
slowly
attractive
turns
guy
back
in a
around
kilt?
and sort of
Yeah.
goes back to Zen.
So it smells like
Kind of doing
sulfur,
what he's doing.
and I'm
It's not
blowing
very
air of the
zen-y.
sulfur, so it's going away from me.
Yeah, he's
She's probably trying to blow air.
I'm
okay.
The more rugged they look, the more
And then I realized I had another idea. I'm blowing air at his kilt now.
For 2 minutes.
It is of pretty sturdy and will take
It's a pencil.
And it's not very
and will
yielding.
take
Oh,
more
my-
than-
It's a pencil kill.
My
it will take
gusts
more
aren't
than a
strong
swift
enough.
breeze to rifle that
It's
That's-
skin
And
tight.
then it would be
So
obvious.
leather
what you're
mini
doing.
skirt.
No.
Yeah, no, it's just dirty.
I only have a gust of wind. I don't have a gale or whatever.
Well, it says you're walking through the woods, the things don't scrape against your car.
Just like
All
that.
right. Well, so what I learned today.
Still not with the cartographers.
I have a lead on finding out what's going on in this forest. There's a bear, brown bear, named Garfield. I just imagine the look of just.
Wolf lowers his arms and looks around and says, Garfield?
Yeah. Do you know Garfield?
He's visited a couple times.
Okay, so apparently, this Mr. Garfield
Oh my god, I love
Was
it. I
prob-
myself that
was
do that.
apparently he was living in a western part of the forest, closer to Spear,
Oh,
to you guys.
that makes
Or no,
sense.
wait, is he from Spear or is
That
he
kind of
from
a-
here?
He's from here.
From Spear,
Makes sense. There's a
and there
I feel so much better.
and
Right.
something
I was sticking to the chair in ways I don't want to be
proposition
sticking.
him.
Welcome to my life.
I talked to Terrence, a raccoon. Are you familiar with Terrence?
Well, if he's anything like Tyler, they're not.
He did mention Tyler.
What does this have to do with anything?
Something tried to get Garfield to do something he didn't want to do, and in order to, and that was something out in the west tried to get Garfield to do something he didn't want to do. So in order to get away from the thing in the west, he decided to travel south. Now, the clearing where our former commander went missing is also due south. So if we go that way, then we can kill two birds with one stone, check out the clearing, and possibly find Garfield and ask him what happened, like who was trying to get him to do what.
Wolf was about to say something until you said kill two birds with one stone. Let's investigate that and pulls his finger down.
Now what?
Oh, I didn't think that it made sense that Wolf and Bear head in the same direction as where the bad thing happened to the No.
Maybe he
getting
doesn't know about
two
it.
things accomplished at the same time. Although I wouldn't trust Terrence or Tyler as reliable source, but that's
Are there other woodland creatures you deem a reliable source?
Gottfried actually. He's an owl I can meet with on occasion.
I knew it. I tried to find an owl. I couldn't find one. All I found was Terrence and a possum who didn't tell me his name.
He hasn't been around the last few days actually. I think he's also been letting go.
Maybe he went where Garfield is.
She got more info from these random animals than we did talking to people.
I eat my hat.
I think it's kind of funny though. I just giggled.
I think she's having a little bit of a moment.
Picking her eye with a
Fucking-
sharp point.
The badger notices. It's just like, hey, don't say anything.
She wants to mate with you.
Frustrated.
She wants to have cubs with him.
Death stare.
To understand it.
You are lucky.
I'm
You
gonna
are so
feel the
lucky that no
shift
one
of
else
the-
here knows what you're saying.
Like the druid in theory could understand it, so he's got it turned on.
Yeah. All right.
Like I specifically know because we're bonded, but no.
What is Wolf's title?
He's simply a member of the force forces.
Just Wolf.
Yeah.
All right, Wolf.
Wolf for sure.
Enjoy your Zen, and then just hops off the parapet and just stomps back to the map making room.
She's so mad.
Why are you mad, bro?
Singeing floor.
I miss those memes.
Yeah. Singed footprints in the floor. She stomps
Squiggly
off.
arms.
I keep trying to blow air up the kilt, but it doesn't work.
Actually, after a short while, he gets down and heads towards the mess hall as it's getting towards dinner.
Yeah. Leon.
Yes.
Gonna
How's the
sit next to
map?
him at dinner.
It's just about
Well,
finished.
I now know how to annotate rocks. and hills.
Well, there's no
I
more
think I know the
entertainment
proper
here.
word
I
for
go over there.
bridges. Very, very well spent afternoon.
Super useful.
It smells like parchment in here.
You learned more than I did today.
You get the run around.
I just randomly pop in and say, I saw two hot
Fine,
guys.
I won't ask. Is it a
I
white
found out
one?
something.
And Elena talked
Yeah.
to animals.
Join.
Finally, something I'm well prepared for.
Let's do this. Scribe dude. What's his name?
Gridded.
Grid.
We're never going to remember any of these words.
Grid.
Gridded, as in he gritted his teeth.
And bear doing some ridiculousness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them actually have, or
Yes. It should be on here somewhere.
oh no, it just has their names. Because he's a member of the quarters.
Yeah. Well, we can add positions as we go. We should probably take notes on this so that we know what we're doing with it.
Grid. I appreciate your compliance and how fast you've worked. The only person I can trust right now. Leon, let's go.
Just grab him by the shoulder. Here, you're my best. You're my best.
You're my man right now.
The only one who understands.
Never changed.
What is wrong with this? She's being emotional and she doesn't know how to handle it. So
Yeah, but is that like you, my only friend?
Well, let's go handle it the way my people know how.
Thank you.
With copious amounts of liquor. Let's do this.
I just need to get out. The one who can't spell learned more than me today, and I just need to leave.
I'm illiterate.
I counted for this
For the most part.
because I got multiple bottles of wine.
Which I think is a weird thing to call it because I don't like people who litter.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That is a weird thing.
Yeah.
That's why you're illiterate?
That's,
Yeah.
that's why you don't think of litter. Yeah.
So, Fayles and Leon,
You
you knock a couple back.
abuse your weekly ration of
Well,
spirits.
He's
I
got
carried this wine with me on the travel. I bought this with my own money.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
she's
This is-
alone with her
this
with
is-
a drink?
his shit.
Why am I not here? I thought you liked chicks. What is this?
She used to get drunk.
I'm like, I just need booze. I don't care where it came
I don't think that.
Sometimes you gotta hang out with your bros.
Yeah.
It's a hierarchy of things you like. Sometimes booze is at the top.
I don't like
It just
her.
so happens.
He's actually
sounds
my
a lot
buddy.
like boobs, which is why either one is great.
Yes.
Perfect. And we understand this together.
Absolutely.
Well, what am I gonna do to alleviate my nightly boredom?
So I pour glasses.
Find more people to blow.
Is the map
bolts
actually
at?
finished? Is the map actually finished?
Yes.
I take it with us. All right. Map on the table. Push everybody back. Drink.
So
All right.
I pour more wine in the cup than is normally socially acceptable.
This is amazing. All right.
So-
Okay. So. Where is Atlanta? Here.
You care for a cup too?
It's like,
Don't drink,
I'll be back.
Tumblefoot has
You don't know what you miss. Well,
cat.
Yeah.
I didn't get to eat any woodland creatures today.
I can fit like a cup of water maybe.
I tried to
Slowly
hook you up
sips
with
it.
Like in a port.
What's your name?
It's like in the thing.
Yeah, don't forget. We're not in
Tumble, I can't do this right now.
If I
That's how you guys do this, right?
That's what you do with this stuff, right?
You soak it into your bodies? Okay.
I don't know what would be bad
You bring this close to your face and then things happen.
I didn't
Sometimes
want
it's
to
a
raccoon. Would you rather that I
There's like
gave
a
him
bread
all of the
crumb
food
on
that I
his
keep
face.
for you?
No, fuck that raccoon. He's a dirty liar. According to Kill Boy.
I didn't say he was a dirty liar.
Can't boy.
His name is Wolf.
Smells like
And
one
would you?
Kill boy is still not as awesome as
It smells like the
dog.
possum, actually.
too.
Would you like a treat? Do
Yes.
want
Do you take it alone time?
Yes.
Here you go.
Did he make a pause before it to try to pretend he didn't care?
No, he just said it was just a dejected yes.
He just opened his mouth and waited for it to fall.
So,
Yeah.
wine, yes, no, maybe?
Never thought about that.
Has already finished one. Is always like, I'll take yours. I don't care.
I don't know that she does.
I don't partake. I don't.
Or
sully
if she
my
does,
temple.
it's on stuff like it would
It's
be
probably-
It's a poison.
It's probably a.
Is- what?
To you, it's a poison because you're all naturey and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait,
Whether or not
but
you care, 'cause
alcohol
it
is
makes you-
natural.
Yeah, but whether or not you eat funky shrooms
It's entirely up to you.
Wait.
is the natural fermentation process.
Yeah. Well, this is probably
But
more
also-
refined booze than you would like, anyways.
Yeah.
It's like straight up vodka made from fresh potatoes.
I knew.
Yes.
I knew you. We met at that tavern. I knew it.
Classy motherfucker.
You were gonna be my friend.
Well, you know, it's a soldier's life. Sometimes you have to look up to the little things.
I totally thought I
Good
had.
wine, good company. Sometimes carriage chases.
Or were they wagons?
And were they dragons or were they drakes?
So we were on wagons and we got attacked by dragons.
Ooh, it rhymes.
No.
No.
It's like 10 different versions of that tale.
Everybody's gonna
It was carriages and dragons. No, wagons and drakes.
I just remember giggly ladies.
You would remember the giggly ladies. Technically, I would remember the giggly ladies.
Yeah.
Well,
But
the giggly
I just wanted
ones
to
are
know what
probably
they were
not as
giggling
much
about.
either.
Yeah,
You ever heard of
no.
a
You like the
dirigible
frowny stoic ones.
I need the friend.
That
You
look
ever
like
heard
this.
of a dirigible wagon? That's some shit, man.
your wagon.
Dirigible wagon.
Wagon.
It was
Oh, I get
a
it.
wagon.
I get it.
It's very important.
Yeah, you like that the
I think she's Whisper. Was that her name?
Who's Whisper?
Ethereal Bow Whisper? Another one? No.
Oh, the hot lady.
The arming sergeant Bow Whisper
It's the one with the big sword.
and the frown.
She has the big lady dick.
Yep.
Yeah, she does.
Massive girl neck.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All steel hard and iron veiny.
Wow.
John took it there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
It wasn't me this time.
it's the tiredness. I apologize.
No, she wasn't an elf though. That was no, it was Harmony.
Yeah, that's the one.
Harmony had the giant sword.
Yeah, she's the one that looks
The angry one.
constantly disappointed with life.
She gets aroused when you hear a clang against her crotch plate.
Bang!
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the raging Taurus.
That's the
Or,
courting ritual. That's
Foot
the
rage.
gong to my ears.
Dang.
I feel it resonating in my horns.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
She just put it on.
I guess I don't drink.
Okay,
I guess.
I'll have yours. All right.
I thought I had like a resist poison, but I can only detect it.
I had some leftover gold, so I have like 12 bottles of wine.
No, Knight Captain Harmony Tarda, right? Captain,
Yeah.
Captain? Yeah, she's a proper lady.
Yeah.
She's an actual knight. Yeah.
She's frowny face and
Yeah.
all the good stuff you like.
Even though she's gorgeous.
She's probably all like wiry and muscled and scarred.
Leon, we're looking at a map. I'm talking about my preferences. I need at least 2 more cups for this.
So what did you want me for?
Coming
Alright.
right up.
Okay, so this is where we are. This is the shit.
Get to know her better. It's gonna be
The Bearwith South.
Yes.
Okay, so this random clearing here is just drawing shit all over this map. That poor man. All day.
I got rudimentary training so I can mark stuff down as we find it.
She's using like spoons and cups and shit, and marking shit off. And all right,
I may have military figurines if you want to use those.
Well,
What?
We know that the clearing.
Put them in your pocket?
Oh, let's
I'm always ready to play.
You never know.
We know that the clearing is 60 miles away, due south.
Okay.
From Spear?
Which is actually alluded to on the map.
Okay. So cup.
Because there's
Alright.
a fairly detailed path that heads 60 miles straight south.
Okay. So General and Bear. Somewhere around here.
Probably yes, because Terrence said that he left a couple of days ago and headed south.
It's a 2-day journey.
Yeah. So I would
Can
think
your-
he'd be somewhere in that vicinity
Okay.
when
Can
we're.
your wizardry shorten that somehow?
My dimensional.
Apologies if this is a dumb question.
No, that's not a dumb
I
question.
reiterate again, I don't understand any of this stuff.
I've tried this math out. I can't take us
Wizardry
farther
is different than something.
than like, what was it, 60 feet
What is it now?
at a time?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
And I
See,
can only do
I
that.
learn things all the time.
4 times a day. It would shorten about half a day's walk.
Well, strategically speaking, it might not be a bad. It might be a bad idea to just burn it going. Depending on what we may find, we might need it to come back in a hurry.
Yeah.
So it might better serve us as a potential exit plan.
Agreed. All right. So, the rat you talked to,
Raccoon.
the oversized rodent with a face problem, was over here. New cup. I don't have time for this. Where's the cup go? Where did the bear talk to the thing?
Somewhere in the west near Spear.
New cup. All right. So whatever's bewitching things is definitely in Spear.
And the bullets definitely came from Spear area
All right.
also.
There's
Something weird is going on in the general area of
Of
Spear.
there's a decent chance that whoever that is,
The dregs of Spear.
control both animals and sentient creatures, because that person went crazy at Spear. didn't
So
they?
can I.
Well, yes, but I mean, somebody is using those powers in those areas. 'Cause
Yes.
that seems to be the area where all of these occurrences are happening.
What does this have to do with it?
The guy went crazy. A guy he didn't really disappear out there, but something happened. Is that thing doing anything?
No, it's just heavy and warm. Does it pulse? What? It's just warm.
What if somebody else holds it?
Pull, toss.
Put it on. Am I magic yet?
Actually laughs.
Just,
Yeah,
just
that-
no
wow.
more than before.
Now,
You
Which
feel a
is why-
slight tingling
It's heavier
sensation.
than you thought it would be, and it is a little warm to the touch, like when you sit in an outhouse that someone was just in. It's a little awkward.
There's that awkward warmness.
Yeah, you're like,
When you make contact with the seat and you're like, oh, normally warmness is pleasant.
It was
Not
not
this
as
time.
much of a shock.
No, this
I agree.
time.
This is not a pleasant feeling.
More of a shock.
Nope.
Apparently not.
No, you're not magic, dear. All right, head back.
Already knew that
Okay.
somehow.
Aw.
I'm magic in other ways.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
I can only imagine.
He's too clean for me.
Too clean.
I'm sure he's got a dirty orifice somewhere.
Ah!
Doesn't smell it.
Not in polite company, please.
Where? Who's polite company?
Yeah. Which one of us?
Tumblefoot.
Yes.
I'm fucking dumb.
Some of us like I'm the other dude here. I want nothing to
Picking
do
his
with
nose with
this.
his tongue. As animals
So
do. All right.
Or licking his crotch. I'm a fucking
if
gentleman.
we're putting any sort of weight in the
Terrence.
story you heard from Sir Terrence,
From certain sources.
Of interest.
somebody is going around
Oh boy.
either asking or forcing animals and other things to do things. Do you think someone might have asked or predecessor and giving them this amulet?
I cannot figure out what is up with this amulet.
It's obviously
The magic is completely.
it's supposed to communicate. Yes, that's what we
Godfrey
found out.
might know.
It's out of. It's
Well,
out of,
we meaning you guys.
Yes, yes. Godfrey?
No.
Ow.
Owls always know things.
I'm sure it's their very large eyes, right? The fact that they puke up their food.
What?
Owls puke up pellets.
I know. What does that have to do with them knowing things?
But they pooped.
I don't know
pellets.
anything about animals that make
No, they-
pellets. I do
Because they-
creatures. She does animals.
Because they swallow everything whole, so like the bones and the
Oh,
fur,
right.
whatever.
Yeah, they gotta
get-
come back out in pellets.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I remember using
Some
those in
owls
like
to more disturbing degree
grade
than
school.
others. Watch barn owls eat is slightly terrifying.
they just eat stuff whole and then.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks better though.
that's what
It's
Haley
healing
had.
up.
Yeah. I mean, it is healing up a lot. We have to go to this work. I don't know things.
I know that's what Haley had.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
right.
gonna-
It was
I'm gonna-
right there on her knees.
I'm gonna give him a call Monday and see what we can do. That's what I need to do. We can just do a blood test.
Yeah.
Like the story is definitely helping with her
This one
eating,
looks like open and scabbing.
Yeah.
Now it's closed up.
as well as increasing her.
Oh, so she's actually eating now. That's good.
No, you're okay.
Oh, little cat now.
Stop it.
Extended.
Stop it.
It just stayed. Like, well, I'm committed to this now.
Yeah, look at that face. Yes.
It's happening again.
Yeah. Like, this shit's happening to me a lot. I'm just a passenger.
No
Yeah.
point in fighting.
She was saying that, but like that's always what people say. They're like,
Nobody.
oh, she's so calm. She's so. I was like, we've broken her in.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh, this is gonna suck. I don't know how long, so I'm just gonna let it
It's
happen.
happening again. All right.
I'd be curious.
So-
Here's a strange theory here, but I'd be curious if we were investigating the things of that gentleman that went crazy at Spear, if we'd find a similar amulet with him.
What if it's him though?
It may or may not be.
What if he's the crazy motherfucker making all the animals go crazy?
Do we know what happened to that? We should ask the people from Spear that are
So-
here what happened to the crazy guy.
I shouldn't talk to anybody. Drink.
I will ask
Yes.
them. What about you? What are
Probably
you
is the
doing?
butler.
Huh?
It usually is.
Oh, I talked to some hot mages and stuff.
She's not drinking.
I-
She can't drink.
What?
He's just like
Because
going
it'll just
ahead.
walk right through it and then it's a waste.
I've got this.
You make me sad.
Well, I am going to go talk to that dwarven gentleman. Get along with dwarves.
Iron Heel.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like that's how I imagine Ellie always like moves. She's kind of jaunty. Unless she's trying to be serious, in which case she's very.
She jaunts slowly, solemnly.
She makes a point to stomp. Like she's basically like a 6-year-old.
Let's
In an
if
adult's
if we're
body.
going to ask these poor fellows to relive these traumatic events.
No, I'm not thinking
Should I?
But we're
should I
not going to
block
ask
that?
about the explosions and the dying and the whatnot. We're just going to ask about this one guy a little while ago who went bonkers, apparently.
Yeah.
All I
Which
was
is what we've
suggesting is that
heard.
we grease the wheels a little bit.
Yeah. Well, my wheels are greased. Let's go.
You should stay here.
Especially now that you've been socially lubricated.
But it could be more fun that way.
We're here to work.
Why can't work be fun?
She does have a point, but you aren't fun.
Everyone's like,
But not fun. I'm gonna go outside. Whoosh. Actually, it does the.
Yeah. It was a laugh earlier.
Victory.
Victory achieved.
I blow
Good job, Leon.
more stuff that way.
No, I banished myself
She banished you a while ago.
a long time ago.
That was earlier when you were making terrible puns.
I have the best conversationalist.
And high-fiving yourself.
You start hearing that in your head.
Yeah, right. She's around. Where's my lawn? Hey, lawn.
Long.
Lawn.
Edel? Edel?
Wait. Are we doing that now?
Norm.
Are we doing Lenore? Oh. You do Elon and I'll do Lenore. Ah, I love it.
Edel.
Lauren.
This is completely normal, internet.
I hope it picks up. This is more my feeling.
I feel like Rabbit needs to make like 2 little sock puppets.
Yeah.
Yes.
And over here,
You
we
can
can just
be
be
a
like.
sock puppet.
Yes.
Oh, she'd do it.
One of those suck puppets is gonna be like,
She'd felt one.
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she felt it. Thales fucks off. Just goes sauntering in the night.
So you guys see that Iron Heel?
Yes.
So you ask 1 or 2 people where Iron Heel is, and they're like, "Oh, I think they were actually.
Thales.
I think they were out back in the mess. A few of them were all gonna have a couple drinks and partake of their weekly alcohol ration. And they're like, "Okay, yeah, sounds good." And as you head over, you hear a little bit of a bustle, like dudes hanging out, and you also hear
5.
no, is that,
You cheating.
oh, 9.
Excuse me, sirs.
And you
And
see
madam,
that
is there a
there's-
girl
yeah,
there?
There's ladies, yeah.
And ladies.
There's a small handful of people. There's Iron Heel. There's Father Plinth. There's Giddens. Yeah, whatever.
Giddens.
There's Giddens. And there's a couple of the local troop there hanging out. And Dorok.
Dorok.
That guy's name changes every time I write it down.
He's a corporal. He's right there. Yeah, Durok. Durok. Yeah. All right.
Can we smell what he's cooking?
I'm sorry.
His people's elbows. Against the table.
Ask him if his name is Dwayne.
His name is Duwak.
Duwak.
Unfortunately, his first
No
name is
way.
Archeage.
Yeah.
He has a dorky name. Durok.
Archeage. Archeage.
Corporal.
Right, it's all right there. Black and white and thick flowy script.
I'd say it's more eggshell than black. I'm
Lightning
sorry.
comes out of the sky. You're dead. You can roll a bard now.
You can't roll a bard. All other classes are locked.
I liked being a bard.
No.
Bard is fun. Pathfinder bard is amazing.
Anyway,
Excuse me, sirs and ladies.
they all go, sure.
I know it's kind of a weird time, but we have a question we would like to ask you.
A couple of the other around sort of start walking away like someone's in trouble.
Mm.
And Father Flint sort of like slides the dice cup and everything else towards himself. and
They always get back for another drink.
sort of they sort of
This-
somber up a bit.
Got somber.
Mm-hmm.
So we heard when we first arrived here that, and were informed of the former commander of this post going missing, that the only other thing that weird that had happened around that time was that somebody in your camp went crazy. Is that true? Is that a thing that happened?
Oh, yeah, Barone. Poor guy.
So what happened with that?
Well, we rarely get correspondence back and forth, so when you have loved ones back at home, it's always a real treat when mail gets through.
So he got mail.
What?
Nothing. Finish your story. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not 100% sure what happened. Anyway.
We exchanged a glance.
Okay. And he goes, and he's been waiting for word from his missus, and apparently she got tired of waiting for him to come back. So she found someone else and it moved on. And so he kind of snapped and started talking crazy that he was gonna march back there on his own, and he was gonna jump from the edge of the walls. He was gonna, just anything and everything. Just kind of snapped. So we had to detain him, and
Even still alive at this point.
and after a while, it got to a point where we actually delivered him to Arrow, as that's where.
I mean, knife.
Arrow.
So all the way past us.
As,
Oh, that's right. That's the other. God damn it! I have it all backwards in my goddamn head.
as that was where the closest justice was at the time. He since moved over to Shield, but yeah, I think they shipped him home, but we didn't see him come through. He might still be at Arrow, or I don't know. No, he'd still be at Arrow because it happened. I don't know. Yeah, it happened a few months ago. No, yeah, he might have been shipped through because it was months.
Yeah. All right. But so he got like a letter, and then he read the letter, and then he got really upset and went nutso. And nothing. It wasn't like it was something weird happened. It was just that he got a bad letter.
No, I mean he definitely took it a little more harshly than most of, like a day or two of that. Sure, drink. Usually it's a long-term sort of thing. They don't, you don't stick like that for a good few days, so much to the point where, you got to be locked up in the break. Usually it's more of a slow decline with a lot of drinking, and then you're self-destructive, and then you're discharged. But yeah, no, this was pretty extreme.
Did anybody see the letter? Does anybody know what was in it? Like what it said? Or just that she was leaving him and.
It was from her. Seemed perfectly normal.
Actually, this is pretty damn good.
One of the healers inspected it to see if it had been
Was that yours?
tainted or anything, because we were concerned for his health. But
Someone gave it to me.
no, perfectly mundane.
Fine.
Bye. You're not useful. Goodbye.
Well. Thank you for that.
It's almost like he felt guilty. He felt like it was his fault or something.
Seems totally.
All right. Well, I guess that doesn't help us.
You said he deserved it at one point? We're
Maybe some connections. So. Who knows?
What was his name?
Barone.
Like a cleric or a...
Oh yeah, what position did he hold? What?
He was an army sergeant. And bow.
Okay. Was there anything interesting or different or weird about him personally? Like even just like before he lost it?
Don't want to speak ill of the dead. What?
Is he dead?
We don't know. So I guess not. No, okay, so yeah. We thought he was getting pretty friendly with one of the support forces lasses. She had recently been stationed at our post, and I mean, she probably went up with the rest of them. But she was pretty easy on the eyes, and
Do you know
pretty friendly, but
what was her
seemed to take a liking to her.
name?
Sandra?
Need to ask the bear.
Ask the bear about Cassandra.
Maybe.
Gotta ask her who
Did
proposition.
they have weird amulets?
You're not here.
I know. I'm very opportunely singing a sea shanty on one of the outer walls, holding onto a tree branch with my tail as I sway.
I'm people watching and drinking my obscenely tiny glass of water.
Drinking from my hip flask.
Cassandra Goodens. Was her name.
Alright. Sandra Goodens. Alright. There isn't anybody in your regiment that has a weird amulet, is there? No.
I mean, you know, a few of us have our own effects, but couldn't say.
Okay. Well, thank you, sirs.
Did he often go off into the forest on his own?
No.
You're not there.
I'm giving it to you! I'm looking at you!
It doesn't really.
Is Cassandra known to go off into the forest?
No.
No? No one goes off into the forest at Spear?
No, I stick to the patrols. There's dangerous creatures out there.
Okay.
Okay. I have nothing left.
Alright, well. Thank you. We won't be bothering you anymore tonight.
Nowadays.
Fate.
You guys have been through some stuff, so we'll leave you be for now.
I'm glad I gave away the other two houses.
Horse also.
I'm not glad, actually. I'm pretty upset.
Can I have a little? Can I try it?
You what?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another weird cookie.
I'm the only one left at our headquarters with the map.
My short arms. Thank you.
It's got pretty somber. It's turned from a party to me drinking alone.
You're alone. I find you.
Oh,
You're alone.
I'm having a grand old time.
Would you like some company with my tiny cup of water?
One of the soldiers sort of looks at you together and he goes, "Ma'am?
Yep.
Is it? So, some of the lads think that Spear was attacked by bear succubi.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Rumors
Oh,
are
no.
going around.
Good job.
No. We don't think so.
Okay, we thought that was pretty ridiculous.
Wait, am I still talking to the people from Spear?
No, this is
Oh.
this is someone who stuck around.
Oh, okay. No, as far as we can tell, they were.
Bears with cultural wings.
And big boobs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Possibly. Well, we don't know what they were just yet, but we're working on it. But not bear succubi. I'm pretty sure it's not that. We know what it's not.
That
Just not entirely sure what it is yet.
Something about recruiting raccoons.
That's all your fault.
No,
We're mounting a light infantry unit.
no raccoons have been recruited. I did speak to one earlier, but no, they're not. But we're not bringing him on board.
Was his name Terrence?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
How does everyone know Terrence?
No, it's Wolf has mentioned him a number of times. So okay, then never mind. Apparently he's fairly talkative. I've never talked to him. Small camp. Sorry, man. Spoke out of turn.
You most certainly did, soldier. Puffs up.
Sorry, ma'am. I'll be on my way.
We're gonna have to hold press conferences. Like all of them.
Dismissed.
He
Weird
turns
shit
it
that's
out
happening.
and then turns around and goes and sits back down at the table. They don't taste terrible. They're just too dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
Tastes-
have to eat them
That's the
with
thing,
water.
They don't taste terrible. They taste
Odd.
okay.
I'm gonna eat them because I think I like these ones best. Maybe
Yeah, the
it's 'cause they
chocolate
have
ones-
a tiny bit of chocolate to make
chocolate
it a little
ones
less
are-
weird. Did you try all of them though? I gotta try one of each. I'm pushing them towards you. Here you go.
All right. So,
Bring them closer.
were there any other leads? Any other questions?
I think we hit just about everything we could at this moment.
Yeah.
Unless someone wants to go drag me off a wall.
Off a wall. So that I can
Crazy
do.
dude is probably not connected, but this Cassandra character interests me.
I'm just counting yet.
Because it was the support forces building that exploded,
Hmm.
and apparently it came from inside the building. Because the dwarf earlier said that he saw flames on the walls. He's a support forces person.
She contributed to making it mad. So the thing is that this proportionate reaction even would lose.
Mm-hmm.
So she might have been feeding the crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, one thing I do know is that we won't know for sure until we find the bear.
Well, at least we have a goal. So
Finding a bear.
Yes. The
at this
bear is
point, I'll take
important.
pretty much anything.
So you don't injure.
Or the owl. We can find the owl, we'll probably be set. But in the meantime, we also need to find the bear. Owls know things.
Hey, on the owl.
Take your word for it.
Apparently the owl hasn't been around for a while either.
Yeah, but he probably fucked off to the same place that Garfield did. Apparently, they seem to think that going south is the safe route.
Well, it's away from the west, so. Anyway. Okay. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I can look maybe here.
The evening is slipping into nighttime, and there appears to be quite a bit of cloud cover as the stars do not come out. So, it smells of rain.
I don't fucking know.
I think it's going to rain.
You would know.
I would know.
You wouldn't know. You?
There you go.
Okay, so anything else?
I'm gonna go check on the horse.
He's still back there.
You need anything?
Nope.
You good? Well, I mean,
He's looking really haggard.
wanna eat some?
No.
No.
But you're going to anyway.
Sure.
Oh my god, the horse is gonna die of depression. You have to save it.
What can I do?
I'm running out of spells for today. Damn it.
I haven't used a single spell. Maybe I'll just random. Well, no, I guess I used gust of wind to like blow this dude's kilt
I
up.
already used.
Yeah.
The ceremony has been the burial ceremony has been set for dawn next morning.
Make your shoulders big up.
There'll be a
I should
processional.
have followed my drinking at a reasonable
There'll be a processional from the
Haggard.
main from the assembly ground
I can make it eat.
to a clearing of the ways outside of the camp.
I don't know
That's not
about
very
animals. Maybe he needs to find another sense of purpose. Maybe you haven't talked to my horse. Is that how it works?
I need a horse.
We can have your
I don't
horse
like them,
talk
though.
to him. I can,
You don't like horses.
I'm gonna go get his horse. Maybe he can talk some sense into him. What's your horse's name?
They probably look better. No vulnerable.
That's right, no balm. You, I don't know. You gotta have a horse-to-horse talk.
You talk to his horse, and you're like, so this horse is all acting all emo over here.
It's like, this horse is being real emo thunder. I don't know what to. I don't know what to do. He's not eating. Needs to eat.
Drop from apples, drop from drink cubes, you know.
I mean, I asked him if he wanted food. He didn't. He said he didn't, but he needs to eat something. It's not looking good. So maybe you can talk to him and
Okay.
see. I don't know.
No, I'm sure.
As long as I eat these ones.
Well, thank
these are
you.
so good
No
next
balm.
one.
You take him over.
Yeah.
Pretend he speaks in a French accent. No, he has a ridiculous Brooklyn accent, just to be obnoxious.
By the way, I don't guarantee this will work. I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right, you don't magic.
You're just providing the horse.
I imagine him with more of a Bronx voice.
But my mama has been a stout partner, so
He keeps saying it November. It's just November.
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 What he says is much prettier. You want me to talk to this horse?
Please, I think he could use it. I'm not really sure.
All right. We'll talk to him. See what happens. Yeah.
it's probably best Neil doesn't know what his horse sounds like.
All the mystique gone.
Yeah, my gallant companion.
Yeah, we gallant all the time. He gets me up to a run and we go gallanting. It's great.
Parlez-vous français?
It's more like parlez-vous Frances.
Franchise.
Parlez-vous French?
That works. I believe it.
So you take him over to cook.
Yeah. Take November over the cupcake.
And the bomber's like, hey.
Hey.
Yes.
So
And the bomber's like, you look a little scrawny there. You know, you want a little bulk up. You know.
Oh, Jim Tan Laundry.
you gotta get swole, dude.
I skipped leg
Bro.
day. You look like you skipped leg day.
Get some
You know, things are rough, but you know, they
Get better.
They ain't gonna get better if you're not doing anything about it.
You're role-playing versus speaking to each other. How do you feel about this?
Must be a DM.
That's what happens when you listen to the one non-magic dudes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We're stuck to him.
Yeah. Well, I'm also talking to
It's not the
you.
NPC. It's not the NPC. All right. He's like, you know, they're willing to give you anything. You know, like apples and sugar cubes. You know, the good stuff. I haven't had a sugar cube. See, what's a sugar cube?
All right, who's got sugar cubes?
I got whiskey.
Not the
Not much in
same.
my lunch anymore.
Goes to the
I'm sure.
The
we
sugar
can
cube
find
is about
sugar cubes
how much
around.
sugar I have in a week.
goes to the kitchen, comes back.
That's right. You never.
Nope.
And he sort of scarfs at it a little bit. He nibbles on it. He's like, thank you. That's nice.
You're welcome.
See, yeah, how about some apples? Get some apples in there.
Come
Get your
on.
fruit.
Hey!
So
It's the fun.
Get some of Mama's apples in here.
I will see what I can scrounge up. I'm not the master of the kitchen.
I think I deserve some too. You know, I'm helping out here.
I will ask your person if that's okay.
Okay, all right, yeah, all right. Let's see what I have. All right, well, it's okay.
Stuffed mangoes in them.
See what happens.
Horse is eating. I am magic. See?
See what happens, man.
Ah, I told you.
Think while you can. Right now, the way that they get you apples, they get the thing. But me, I still gotta, it's all right. That's me. That's you. You got more to deal with right now.
Is it okay if November has apples?
Well, know what he said. Yes. Sure.
Oh, look at that.
Might as well. Good for him.
Pet the horse.
Yes.
I like some of that sugar too.
Give me some of that sugar.
That's kind of what I meant. The apples are nice. I'll take the apples. Oh yeah.
So you want sugar
I like a little
also?
sugar. Yeah, it's apples are good.
Just put that sugar cube in the apple. So he's
Dip
gonna
the
work
apple
for
in
it.
sugar. There you go.
Oh yeah, and he starts gobbling. You do notice that there is a much more vigorous reaction when the home eats the sugar out of your hand. And Cupcake was very like, this is very nice. I'm really happy that I got this. And you're like, oh, I feel so bad. I want to cuddle you. Oh, you're a sad horse.
Do you want me to get you a cat? Cats and horses get along really well. I can get you a cat.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Maybe we find failure chicken. Someone at some point. There's 8 cats.
Here.
Can you sort of
Here,
detect,
have a Hellcat.
Can you sort of detect thoughts from animals, or is it
Cat.
mostly just straight food?
fire.
I think I can only do that like with my companion.
Just like covered in scratch.
Because you hear it.
Because everything else is like I can speak to animals, I can calm them, I can dominate them, I can.
Because you can hear sort of a twinge of sorrow when he says no thank you about the cat.
Oh no. Damn
We
it.
had a cat.
The cat got exploded too. God damn it.
That cat blew up. He blew it up. You animals.
You should still get a cat like on the down low. Just like make them encounter each other.
Just like
My brain has been doing really bad things lately.
Kind of bad thing.
what kind of bad things?
It's back on.
Wow. It was bad enough to mute.
I don't know what's wrong with my brain these days. The other day I came up with some really bad shit. Why is this happening?
Temple granted him.
Shit.
My stomach is full of crickets. It's kind of odd.
Alright, well,
Oh,
Well then,
if you want
back
anything
on?
else, let
Yes.
us know. We're all here for you.
that was.
All right. Thank you.
It happens. But yes, just make it happen on the down low. We did that at some point in one of the companies. We don't know this girl, but yeah, I'll spare the details.
It was a girl, but I'm not a cat.
What it was cat involved, you know what I'm talking about.
No one
You are so lucky you can't speak to your horse.
Please don't tell me that.
Hey.
Please
He's
don't
wrong.
tell
He's
me
great. I love him. He's cool. He's got that weird, funny. He talks funny.
Hey, Plot, here's my friend Carol.
Right. He's good people, but he kind of gets kind of hot. If you know what I'm talking about. It's Plot Kill.
All right, then we'll leave you away now.
I blow a tumbleweed.
This guy's bringing me down. Can we go back to the stage line?
Bring me We can hear you.
So bad. See, I knew my noble friend would make this happen. So horrible.
All right,
So that happened.
yeah.
That happened. Remember that one time we had two horses talking with each other? One of them had a fucking Brooklyn accent, and the French name.
Hella sad.
His name was fucking Depressed Horse.
Depressed.
Depressal.
Shit.
Blindly, I will assign 5,000 XP for digging and making conclusions and.
We just need 10,000 more to level.
Drinking, facilitating
Really?
horse-to-horse relationships.
Yeah.
Horse to horse relationship.
Wait, what level are you guys?
We're at 11.
We're at 11.
Yep.
So you're at 135?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Next is at 145. Yeah.
okay.
That's how we.
I like that.
That's how we roll.
That's how we endnoted it.
Good.
Alright, well, today we ran around in circles. We got a map. Talked to some badgers.
Yep.
No, we spoke to a possum and a raccoon
And I failed at flipping
because
a
we
quilt.
couldn't find an owl.
That was probably the
I don't know
most
what you
I
mean
did.
because I facilitated horse psychology and
And Leon made Phaley's.
I learned how to do maps.
Yes,
So,
that you should get a bonus.
You might
some
not be
bonus
able to
experience
magic,
for
but at
that.
least
That's
you
hard
can
to do.
maps.
I can maps.
You can
I
maps.
can
with
also
the-
horses.
I get scoffs a lot, but not
Apparently.
maps.
You can maps and drunks.
Yeah, I can drunks too.
Yeah, drunks is a good thing to have.
I can drunks myself and other people.
Oh.
So ass.
Next week is vampire.
That's right.
We gotta deal with those things rampaging.
Oh yeah, the rampaging
Yeah.
mutant people.
Now you
I'm
got
just like
yourself a
rampaging
very
things
nice
that attack Triggia.
Bullshit.
shiny
know.
princedom. You gotta take care of business, innit?
Mhm.
Somebody went and crapped on your porch.
We're about to stomp on that flaming
You didn't even
bed.
wait for us to leave the
Like, I
damn.
don't even care. I know it's shit in
I
there.
mean, we're already
Stomp
used
on
to
it,
it
both
being
feet.
on fire, so.
Shit, man.
Excuse me.
Tell you what. Sit.
Do you have?
You did tell me what.
Do you have the pencil thingy? The weird woobly
No, I don't.
pencil case. Oh, the next one.
Alright, internet.
Yeah, second night
Good night, internet.
Good night.
Oh, I can't.
Get to see some amazing